welcome back to DOF to Glory. It is episode 6, stream number 6, and we are live on all platforms. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like. I'll get that in very early today. We're back. I'm back. Apologies for the absence. I've just been chatting to the Twitch stream for a little bit about what's happened, where I've been, what I've been up to. I did fall into an advertisement fence and cut my face and gave myself a black eye, basically. You may have seen it in the last video. Today, though, that is not the focus, because today it is all about this. DOF to Glory is back, and this is the situation in January of 2027. If we go to our managerial page and go to our job history, this is where we've been and where we've been at. We have been at FC United for 3 seasons. We jumped ship after finishing second in the National League and getting them promoted to League 2. We have jumped ship to League 1 with Wigan, and this is our first season with Wigan. The Wigan team looks like this. We did a lot of transfers last time around. I don't expect you to remember unless you've watched more recently, because it was a long time ago. Don't worry, we're going to do a big recap today. Ask me questions about things if you're like, what happened there? How's this player doing, etc., because I will try and get to all of them. This is live at 9. It's 10 o'clock. Did I say 9? I said the wrong thing. There we go. Do we have the YouTube chat coming through here? If not, can I try and make it so that it does? Because last time I didn't, and there we go. We'll see. I watched all the streams back yesterday. Well, Boren, you're in the right place for this, aren't you? This is our team. We have got Sam Pickle in goal. We have then signed a right back on loan called Almeida. We have centre backs. Go away. Go away. Okay, I can't make it go away. We have centre-backs in George Alexander. Do you remember Big George? He's now got a real face, by the way. I've given some of our new gens, because they're like the first ones, I've given them real faces. George Alexander, we need to try and sign him permanently because he's got a face now. He has come in and been a revelation so far. Very good average rating, 2 goals in his 22 appearances. Alongside him has been Reece Oxford, who's got himself 2 goals as well. Why is that like... Let's make that the right size. Thanks for the subscription, Lloydie. I appreciate you. He looks thrilled to be here. He does, yes. How's the face? It's good. Thank you, Gucci. Yeah, it's all right. Thank you, dude. We've had a little chat about that. We're getting there. Let me just get the YouTube chat up. Sam Pickle, what a name. Couldn't agree more, Ty. It is a good name, isn't it? If I make this bigger, I'll be able to see your chats, and then hopefully we'll fix it so I can see both. Did your bravery go down because of the injury? No, it went up. Really, I will run head first at all advertisements from this point onwards, whether in-game or not. Our defence then, Reece Oxford and George Alexander at centre-back. Right back Almeida. Left-back, who has been playing left-back? Was it? I think it's just been Bosun. No, it wasn't Bosun Lawal. Who's our left-back? Federico Rica, our Uruguayan sort of 33-year-old that was already here. He's our left back. We might actually look at a new left back. I have come up with some transfer targets to chat with you about in today's video as well. We've also then got in our midfield Joe Hodge, Cesar Palacios, who's become brilliant, by the way, and I've given him an updated picture of him. He's been like he's been okay. I mean, he's been good luck, obviously, but he's been probably our best player. He's valued at 5 million, and we signed him for what? Free from Real Madrid, no less. 20 goals from Chido Obi. What a lad. Yeah, he's been brilliant, actually. We'll get to that, though. We've also got Duomo in our midfield. We've also got... well, that's kind of it now. The other thing that we did have, in fact, if I go to here, is Alan, who has retired. I did ask him to reconsider the retirement. He said no. He did play 27 times in total this season. So he's been playing games... Yeah, that was this season, wasn't it? Yeah. And he has now retired. So we might need to replace him in our midfield. He said no to reconsidering his retirement, but he is happy to come in now as a coach. So we're gonna sign him as a coach. I'm also going to sign. Do you remember Ronald Silva, who was on loan for us in the first half of the season? He was okay. He's now been released by Olympia because his contract was running out anyway. I'm signing him on a free, I think. Well, at least like we've bid for him, and I think has it gone to work permit? We're going to get Ronald Silva on a free, so we're going to get the new guy, which I'll show you now, Kouassi, who came in on loan. He's our Mbappe. Do you remember Mbappe? That was Mbappe. who's now got a phase 2. He's now come in on loan at the start of Jan. He's played his first game, didn't play great, but he looks fantastic. And then we're going to get Ronald Silva as the backup on that left-hand side as well. Right-hand side is Frankie Bishop. Everybody wants to know how he's getting on. Frankie Bishop has scored 4 goals, 6 goals in all competitions, got 4 assists, and he's been quite good. He's played pretty much every game. We should swap the names around to Obi Martin Chido and give him a face with a Jedi robe on. Yeah, don't really want to disrespect his name too much, though, because that is his real name, isn't it? Bro, your boy Nathan Butler-Oyedeji got Oliver sacked this week. Did he actually? Did he score against Besiktas? Is that what happened, Ty? That's brilliant, if that actually is what happened. I didn't realise that he was even playing in Turkey anyway. I assume he's playing in Turkey. Or was it a Champions League thing? You have to let me know. I'm hoping that the YouTube chat can start coming through here, but it's not going to. I'm like filtering it and unfiltering it, but it's not working. Twitch will no longer be displayed. Well, I want that to be displayed. We'll see. Bro, your boy Nathan Butler-Oyedeji. He did. He scored against Besiktas. Love it. Right. Oh, we've got breaking news happening about Joe Gomez. Ollie and Jose both got the sack 24 hours apart. What a shame. Yeah. Yeah. Shame, isn't it? Lausanne. Oh, it was Champions League. It was Lausanne. He's playing in Switzerland, is he? That's fun. Right. That's the update of the teams. Up front, Chido Obi Martin has scored 20 goals in 30 appearances. He is blooming fantastic. He's our striker. He's on number 9. He is. 15 goals in the league, look. 7.06 average rating. I did add some extra players on deadline day. No, I didn't actually. I sold some players on deadline day that you wouldn't have seen. I sold Bailey Cadamarteri for 500k and Jensen Weir for 210k. I almost sold Christian Sadie for 2 million. Where is he? But he rejected the move, so we've been stuck with him, and he has actually played some games. To be fair, to be fair to him, he's played 20 times this season. Yes, that is an update. The big one though is with Juan Mata in charge. With Juan Mata in charge, we are second in League One. However, we've also played 28 times compared to Derby County's 25. We're already 3 points behind them. We're probably not going to win the league. However, he's doing very well. 15 wins from 28, 6 draws, 7 losses. Mata loves finishing second, but he's doing pretty good. He's putting us in a position where, I mean, at the moment, if Reading win their game in hand, they'd go above us. And if Oxford win their 3 games in hand, they'd also go above us. If they won 2 of them, they'd go above us. So we're basically in a playoff spot right now. But second, I suppose, if you look at it right now, it's always good to have the points on the board, isn't it? And that's what we have got now with what? How many games to play? We're in January, so we're over halfway through. We've got these games to go and play. Today's plan is to maybe do some transfers, but also definitely do the rest of this season. We've also got a 3rd round FA Cup tie with Everton. We also had this happen, which I did put in the Discord. We drew Manchester United in the EFL Cup 3rd round. Frankie Bloody Bishop scored a goal. He actually scored. It's a lovely volley as well. I'm hoping I can show it. I can. Against Man United, the storyline of Frankie Bishop scoring goals against United is just brilliant, isn't it? This was the goal, look. I don't know what... Oh, yeah, I suppose because we're behind the goal. It's what we do, isn't it? Look at the volley from Frankie against United. What a bloody boy. Yeah, playoffs would be absolutely perfect. If we can finish in the playoffs, the storyline, we can watch all of those games. That would be quite fun. If we go up, brilliant. If we don't go up, I'm sort of okay with it as well. The team's performance... I can't show you tactics. I haven't actually loaded in a tactic. So this has all been Juan Mata's doing. He's been in charge of everything here. Losing Alan does make me think that maybe we need a centre mid, like a defensive midfielder. He's been playing Lamar Bogard as a right back. He's played 35 games, but I think a lot of them as the right back. I'd like to maybe hope that he comes into the midfield and then Almeida plays at right back more often, but we'll see. I have done some targets. First of all, is there any questions about what's been happening? Do you want to see anything more in detail? If I go to here, about anything like that, is there any more updates that you need based on this first half of the season? Injuries at the moment, Reece Oxford is injured and Joe Hodge is injured for about 4 to 5, well, about 5 weeks for both of them as a maximum. Is there anything else that you want an update on, basically? Who's the manager? The manager is Juan Mata. Well, the manager is technically me, but Juan Mata is our real manager. He's our main guy. He's our assistant manager, and he's in. I hope you're well. I'm good. FM26 news this week. Not strictly to do with this, but I think so. That's my in the know guesstimations, which is basically what these ITKs do, isn't it? I think we got the press release last week. This next week, heading into September, I think we get the match engine showcase or whatever you'd call it. Well, that's a good question, actually. Ty says, what happened to FC United? FC United, why is FC United? Oh, that's his playing history. Oh, no, it just doesn't seem to be on there. Milestones? As a staff member? I don't know. FC United of Manchester are... I mean, they're not getting relegated. Sasu's still up front for them. I don't know, a lot of the Dixon Bonner's there. They've got Elise's brother, Richard. Ishmael's still there. Big Nat Phillips is still there. Freddie Woodman's in goal now. Did we sign him? I don't think we did. That's something we would do, though, isn't it? Who's that guy? Joe Adams from Salford. They're currently 17th in League Two, which I suppose they are newly promoted. It's not the end of the world. Why is there a player called Max Matter? And why do we need to sign him? I suppose that's not too bad, is it? It's not amazing, but it's not too bad. How's Juan Mata doing? Are you planning to sack him? No, he's second in the league so far. He's doing very well. Did they sell anybody? They sold from our players. Taylor O'Kane went. No, I think I did that. Did I do that? Is that me? Do I get that? Is that Adams related to Charlie Adams? What? Maybe. He kind of looked a bit like him, actually. So one me loan, Doherty, Stranieri. No, they didn't. Dermot Me, the keeper, left, but I think we sold him. They haven't done loads, have they? There's Joe Adams. He's not related to Charlie Adams, at least not in the game anyway. They signed Yuri Griffith. Freddie Woodman. I think that was after we'd left, so that's a fun one. Yeah, it must have been, because I don't think we signed Richard Elise, did we? Charlie Adam. Yeah, I don't know why we're saying Charlie Adams. I was reading that. Charlie Adam, yeah. That's not even his name, is it? We're having fun, aren't we? Ridiculous. Right. That's where we're at. Targets-wise, I'm thinking a new defensive midfielder, or if there's somebody that's just really good. How does that sound, basically? I have done a shortlist or two. These are season one. This is what... No, hang on. Season one, Jan. These are the players that I've looked at being available, and I've thought, shall we try and buy them? Because they are actually interested. If I go to transfer here, these guys would actually move to us in League One. Is he related to Tony Adams? Yes. I'm just going to pretend yes. No one worth raiding from them. I don't think so, Holmesy. Nat Phillips could be fun, but probably not. I think we're probably a little bit above where we're at. Bentaleb is a peak Clayts signing. It really is, isn't it? It really is. I like the idea that Nabil Bentaleb looks actually still quite good. He's 6'2". He's very Allen. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, maybe a left back as well, Panuzzo. I don't hate that as an idea, to be fair. Yeah. Scottish Xabi Alonso. What a guy. Who's the Scottish Xabi Alonso? I don't even know who that means. We're talking. Oh, Charlie Adam. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Those corners worth 10 million alone, aren't they? There's also, I mean, this is slightly less realistic. Former Schalke, he is, yes. Didn't know Bentaleb was still playing. Yeah, he went to Schalke. Is that kind of just where he's been? Angers and Lille. At least in this universe, Lille. I don't know if he went there in real life. I guess so. Should we get Charlie Adam on Juan's coaching staff? No. Aaron Ramsey, the Burnley one. Is he forever going to be that, by the way? You know, like, that's forever. Whenever you talk about Aaron Ramsey, he'll always be Aaron Ramsey hyphen the Burnley one. That's not even a hyphen. That'd be a dash, wouldn't it? Come on. Grammar, everyone. He's available on free. Now, he's not a defensive midfielder, but he's quite good, right? He went for 13 million in 2023. 24? Isn't Aaron Ramsey considered? Yeah, he is considered a decent prospect. Like, he's a good player. Only 24 on a free transfer. I feel like even if... I don't know where we'd use him, but I feel like we should probably try and pick him up, right? He's played 7 games in 3 years. Yeah, which is why he's now on a free transfer. Like Ben Davies. Yeah, like Ben Davies, the Preston one. Exactly. Finn Burns is still on a free, by the way. I don't know if we need him, but he is available. As well, so maybe we need to consider that. He has got bids at the moment from Barnsley and Charlton. The other Ramsey is the Arsenal one. Yeah, of course. Or the Cardiff one, I suppose. But yeah. The other thing, chat, is that Jake O'Brien is available, transfer listed and interested in coming for £1.6 million. Now, Jake O'Brien is a Premier League footballer who's 6'6". So we don't quite have the money, but if we did a weird structured thing that would definitely not be financially responsible, we could technically bring in Jake O'Brien, and I reckon he'd be brilliant for us because he's massive. I think I know what you're going to say. I think you're going to say, don't do that because you can't really afford it. But I sort of do what... I suppose I have to see what his wages as well. He's on 24k a week, so maybe not. Southampton are championships, so he's not actually a Prem player. In real life, I mean. That's a Premier League footballer is what I mean. Does he tie up promotion because if it's worth it? Because it's worth it if he does. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I reckon Aaron Ramsey might help with that as well, though. Some of these boys idolise Mata. They did, exactly. Another no-brainer. This one I don't think is a no-brainer just because of how much money it's going to cost. O'Brien always seems good in the match engine too. And he's massive and he's not actually slow. So I think he would be great for us. In fact, I'm sure he would be. Basically, it's a financial question, isn't it? Can we afford him? Dooman says, no, he doesn't. Does Maino says do it. Sort of a decision as well about whether you want to go all in for promotion. Yeah. I guess how much wages he wants is going to come into this too. They want 1.5 million. He wants 18k. We can probably afford that. We can probably do that. The wages. Can he come down? He'll cut. Yeah, we can do that. I think we've got people on 13k wages and we've got wage budget available. His eyes are staring into my soul. They are a bit. It's quite an old picture, isn't it? Loan's not a bad idea. I wonder if they do a loan. The loan will cost us 850k anyway. I guess that does factor in the wages of 14k a week. So what is it? 6 months of 76k a week. So it's about 500k. You want only corner goals, I see. I want lots of corner goals, yes. If we get promoted, that's nothing. True. I don't think O'Brien's needed. I'm not sure it's O'Brien's needed. Might be a deadline loan. Do you reckon they negate this if we go to deadline? I think it might be a little bit rich for my blood. I do definitely want to go quite strong for promotion. However, I think this might be a little bit much for a loan. And I think 1.5 million, even if we did like 400k now, 200k in a year, 200k in another year, 200k in another year, might be a bit silly. He's not transfer listed by the club. That's true, actually. Well, they won't drop it because he's requesting to leave. That's true. Need a midfielder more. Allen's retired and Hodges out for a month. Aaron Ramsey, perfect replacement. I think it would be probably both if we're going to do that. Should we maybe put a pin in O'Brien for now, chat, and then try and do Ramsey? The question is for Ramsey, do we try and do Bentaleb and Ramsey? Or, before we consider any of these, I have had a look at who would be interested in loans as well. These guys are all sort of available on loans during this window. If we put in here contract, just basic wage, that's maybe something to consider as well. Like, David Washington is on 53k a week, but he's brilliant. We love Puckstas on this channel. He was very good for us in our journeyman save, wasn't it? How much money would you put on Fabrizio Romano being in FM26? Yeah, he probably will be, won't he? That's true. Hey, I'm from Poland. I watch you a lot, especially Catanzaro. That was huge. That was brilliant, wasn't it? Arapiele. New series like that coming for FM26 for sure. I loved it, the youth only save. I really think that should be like another YouTube thing where we properly go and do that, because that's like, I reckon that is the all-timer series, I think, that we've ever done. That Catanzaro series. I think so. Owen Beck available at 950k. He is available at 950k. We don't quite have it, but maybe if we do a loan this season and then sign him permanently, that could be a thing. He's young. We do need a left back. Is Owen Beck the one that's standing out for you? I like from here, Owen Beck. I like Puckstash, especially if we could get him on a loan wage that wasn't quite 24k. I don't think we need Keanu Hoover. I don't think we can afford David Washington. I wouldn't be against Keiki because his wages are probably too much. David Ozzo could be good. He's 6'3" and plays that defensive midfield spot. Decently high wages, only 22. Could potentially tee us up to get him in the future actually as well. Hair to Brazil has got to be the GOAT save for me. I mean, GOAT Twitch save, that's got to be up there. GOAT YouTube series, I reckon Catanzaro. I said that so like Catanzaro, so English, didn't I? Hair to Brazil was brilliant though. That was really good fun. I think maybe something like that again could be good for a Twitch save. That's the type of thing that's almost become a YouTube series or video now, like doing one thing. But it actually works really well as a YouTube, as a Twitch save, didn't it? I started a youth only because of Catanzaro. Nice. I think a lot of people did. I got lots of messages like that. Morning, Pav. How are you? Owen, Beck and Ramsey could be priority targets. I like this though. Chris Rigg on a loan, 20 years old, kind of fits what we're trying to do here. And he's only on 20k a week. It could be done. I put Reece Williams in there just because it's Reece Williams and we could have it. I mean, I'd take any of these. I don't think we need Mubama, even though we don't really have a... I mean, we've got Daniel Jebison as a backup, but I think he's okay. Emre Konak turns out quite nicely. Not on massive wages. France, I think I've signed too many times. Yeah, Chris Rigg can play other positions, although he really can't on FM. Or at least not until I've scouted him. I'm going to just see what his wage would be for a loan. I don't really need to do this, do I? It's 14k a week. That is pretty hefty. Can I interested in a Marshall Manetzi? Very good, very nice. No, thank you. No, thank you very much. President Mubama, brilliant. We do a similar series as this one on the new FM. Possibly, yeah. I don't see why not. We like the DOF stuff, don't we? You sold me a dream on Anthony being amazing. What? Oh, in Hair to Brazil. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry. Is that a bit too much? I think it's good to know the money. He's at Villa, so Villa have signed him. Let's look at Owen Beck's loan and then potential permanent. He's actually cheaper. We could actually sign him outright. Can you look at Luke 09? Is he cheap now? We can have a look maybe. That's actually affordable to sign him. And only on small wages as well. I do wonder if a loan first is the better way to do it anyway, though. We'd have to... they want a lot. They want 500k when I could just buy him for 500k. Because we could do... If I did something like... this, is this financially loan with obligation? They wanted basically the money for the loan anyway, so I don't think it's a good idea. And he wanted more wages on the loan than he wants as wages if we sign him permanently. Yeah, Cammy boy, it's definitely on the list. We need to do a Builder Nation at some point. It's just a commitment, but yeah, we will. Like if we did something like this and gave them a percentage, what would they actually want? We could probably accept now that. Is that just a smart bit of business to get a good left back that we own? That basically, can Owen Beck play championship football if we go up? Do you want to see his profile again? Can he play championship? Is he injury prone? Not injury prone. At least not in his cons that we know about. He's got caps for Wales. He's only 25. I sort of think that's all right. Potential next sale worries me a bit. Yeah, but I think if we're getting him cheap enough, I'm sort of like acknowledging that that's going to be a thing. And I think as long as you do that going in, I think it's an okay thing. Basically, if I remove this, I don't think we could really afford doing him. I think I'm willing to sacrifice that to be able to have it at this price now, maybe. How you doing, James? Welcome in, buddy. I quite like using the percentage of sales. I know that they like bite you a little bit, but quite often they don't end up biting you and you get such a cheap deal. Like a lot of people are like refuse to put them in, and I think they refuse to put them in more of like as a weird principle. I'm so open to doing that. I just think it's like it's a gamble, and I think sometimes you have to gamble in business and in Football Manager. So I kind of like I definitely use them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe I'm not talking about you. Oh my word, I'm putting my desk is going up. But people definitely are like that. Whenever I use them in videos and things, people are like, "Oh my god, he did 50% sell on profit," and I'm like, "Yeah, because I've signed him for 400 million. If I sell him for a profit, bloody hell, You can have 50% of it. People don't necessarily put in the context of everything when with these deals. They just see you put in. They see you sacrificing money in the future, and you're like, oh my god, you can't do that type of thing. I used him last time, and he got injured sometimes. Okay, so that would give us a new left back. I can't. I need to be able to look on there, but we can't. Instead of using the Uruguayan who's 33, then he can go, and then it doesn't take up an ESC place as well. I think that's just good business, to be honest. And then, do we go and sign any of these? Or do we go for... What was the other person we were looking at? Aaron Ramsey on a free. I think we do Ramsey, chat. Do you think? I did a surprise shirts FM edition and got a Catanzaro limited edition. Won once, and they were sold about 100 in store and gave 400 away to staff only. Was well chopped. Nice, cheeky halfling. That wasn't the same one as my one, was it? I never really looked into it enough, but yeah, that's very cool. You've done very well, especially like if you watched the video and you sort of understood who Catanzaro were a bit, right? Meatloaf, I'd do anything for love. I even signed Owen Beck. Brilliant. If he isn't good enough, I don't think you would lose money on him. I think you're probably right, Holmes, actually, yeah. He can play championship, but won't be much use beyond the championship. I agree with that as well, yeah. Anyone worth a decent amount you could sell. That's actually not a bad idea. We could look at Christian Sadie being sold again. The interest in him has gone away, but I can't remember exactly who it was. I put it in the Discord. Barnsley bid £1.7 million for him on deadline day. And then he rejected the move. I do wonder if there's an intermediary. Let's ask the agent first. Nobody's sniffing around. The intermediaries can't find anybody. I might just offer for $1 million because I think he is good as a backup. But if Aaron Ramsey comes in, like Ramsey could probably cover those as a backup anyway. He is a good backup. But we've got like Kouassi and then the young Ronald on the left-hand side. Frankie Bishop on the right-hand side. And then Ramsey could cover that. We've also got like Palacios can play as a winger. We don't really have a right winger backup for Bishop, maybe. I suppose that's Sadie right now, isn't it? Who does... Yeah, that's true. DOF suggestions for free transfers to flip. Let's look at strikers. Keon Edwards. Is that Spurs one? No, Arsenal. I think I say that all the time for him. Michael Mellon. That's a child. Julian Vetro. Who's he wanted by? Yeah, these guys aren't very good. Basically, we're kind of looking at the free transfers list anyway, aren't we? What was this looking at? This was defensive midfielders who are young. That's what I was looking at. Let's look at free transfers, just in case there's any that are on here that you're like, we need to add to our list. Aaron Ramsey. I think I'm going to make a bid for Aaron Ramsey. Can't really cover the right hand side, but covers midfield. Can cover on the wing as well a little bit. Greetings from New Zealand. How you doing? Well, Will, welcome in. I like how your name is Will New Zealand as well. Hope you're good. Have an idea. Create doppelgangers of yourself with world-class attributes in one different coaching category and different personalities to each other. Unleash them and sim them for 20 years. Who does best? It's a bit convoluted to record and for people to follow those videos. Like, we've had ideas like that before, but maybe. How's Richard Kone doing? That's a good question. Apparently, if you ask the intermediary first to generate interest, then ask the agent, it works better. I found it the other way around, Hayden, but maybe. I think it just depends on the player and what type of interest is out there. But usually for me, it's asking the agent first and then the intermediaries. Or like one, yeah, but maybe you're right. Can we look at Ozzo Loan again? Yes. I think I'm going to make a bid for Aaron Ramsey. Oh my word, we're definitely going to make a bid for Aaron Ramsey. I thought he'd be on decent wages. He only wants 4.6k a week. Let's sign him now. Watch somebody else try and sign him as soon as we go for him. Only fringe player. Maybe he's not very good. I'm going to offer a bit more just so that we actually try and get him. But just as a squad player, I think this is a no-brainer. Even if he is a player that we flip for profit, this feels no-brainer territory, right? I'm going to offer a little bit more. Let's give him 2 years. You can get a wage rise. Do you know what? Let's go 30. I think that's okay. Probably desperate for football. He must be. He's played 7 games in, 3 years, somebody said, right? I guess that's true. Hey from Switzerland. Alan, welcome in, buddy. Can we get some... where's everyone watching from? Let's see. Data's from Australia. We've got Will from New Zealand. Alan from Switzerland. Look at us going worldwide. It is still a bit mad to me that that is a thing. That all around the world, Malaysia, Switzerland, Scotland, New Zealand, Australia, there's people watching me play Football Manager right now. Wild. That is... Actually consider that as a thing. Imagine telling that to your grandparents. Like what? Mauritius, Gambia, Ireland, Brazil. Kat's, we had family down last weekend, and Kat's family are down this weekend. They come in and they just go. The thing that I get is that I always get. The question that I get is this. So what is Football Manager? What can I Football Manager? That's what they say, and they also say. So how's the streaming? And I have to then every single time explain it. I feel like next time I do a screenshot of this and just say, yeah, basically I play Football Manager, and then people from Stourbridge, Northern Ireland, Netherlands, Barry, Brighton, Malaysia, New Zealand, Australia, Philippines are all watching me play it. And they'll be like, okay, I think that's what we should do. Gambling, thank you for the 2 years. No, that's not true. 2 years in a row, 61 months. I was going to say I thought it's longer than that. My couch. How you doing, Gambling? Welcome in. Did they live under a rock? How can they know what Football Manager is? Yeah, no, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. Just say like a TV star. Yeah, that's true. They're going to ask, where is that next? Yeah, probably. That's probably true. Germany as well. Love that, Tim. Oh, no, your name is not Tim. Your name is Timo Werner Goat. That's very different, isn't it? Right, anyway, back to this. These guys are available on... What did we say we want to do? Have a look at the David Ozzo... Oops, let's not do that. David Ozzo loan. I don't hate that. I think we should look back at that. Maybe signing him permanently. He'd be really good for us. He's very us. 6'3" bruiser. He's an upgrade on Alan. He starts every game in our midfield. He's played games, look, for Palace in the Premier League. Tim O'Werner Goat. Maybe it's that, yeah. Your real name is actually Tim. Fair enough. I can call you Tim then. That's all good. Lovely lad from Ireland, that Tim O'Werner. Yeah. Right, anyway. David Ozzo won't come on permanently. Okay, they want 14k and I can't afford it. I can probably afford it. No, I can't. 14k and then 150. That's too much, isn't it? I'm watching you from inside your walls right now. Also, is definitely one to get later in the window. Yeah, we'll have to wait for him as well. But especially as now we've offered some contracts as well. I think we're struggling for wage budget mainly. How much have I offered? 110. I can't now. We can bring that down a bit though, maybe. Yeah, ask again for that loan on deadline day. Let's maybe do Beck and Ramsey now, and then come back for maybe the other ones. Beck is interested. I hope I can offer this wage. Squad player. I can't. I need to adjust these budgets and it won't let me. Ah, that's annoying because I just adjusted it and I should have adjusted it more. We're going to have to come back for Owen Beck and he might move. We might miss him because of this. This is annoying. I wish that wasn't a thing. Only recently been adjusted, but surely I could just adjust it a bit more. Should we get the work experience kid? We might have to. That's such a Football Manager thing that doesn't exist in the world. Imagine that in real life. You asked for more before. Yeah, but I was like, yeah, no, you're right. But then I didn't actually. Then we got the deals. Now I just need to adjust it a little bit more. Can we not do that? No. Imagine that the boss is like, no. I was like, oh. Because the reason I was asking was for this. But no. Think about the accountant's workload if you're constantly adjusting it. Well, it's what they're being paid for, right? What can I offer? £450 a week. Try get a bit of money in and come back. Well, we don't really need the money. We've got the money for him. It's just, I can't adjust the budget. Look, this can go down to 100k. I can put 300k into our wage budget here. I just can't do it now. We're going to have to come back for him, which is annoying. And we've also got Everton in 2 days as well, which is fun. Oh, FA Cup 4th round. If we get through, which we probably won't. Let's skip the draw. Because we've got Everton. So we're probably going to go out anyway. Who did we get? Hodge injured. Sol City. No, we want Sol City. Be back on our shortlist. That's the work experience kid, isn't it? Anyway, we move. It's going to be okay. It's one of those. Lenny's alt account, maybe. Charles Seago had a decent potential ability. He did actually, yeah. We did talk about him a lot, didn't we? Because Lowe is going to mention it 5 more times if I don't look. Richard Kone is potentially not on my game. He is. He's just still playing in the Ivory Coast. He's on a free. Is he any good? This is a silly waste of money to scout. I mean, he doesn't look terrible. We could get him on a free from... I mean, he's been at Wigan and gone back to... For 13k, gone back to the Ivory Coast. Anyone whose contract is up soon can release. That's true. I don't think we need to. I think we should look for... Is there anyone we should be trying to sell, actually? Will Aimson is retiring. Can we release him? He's on 1.3k a week. He's played 3 games. He cost us 35k. Gone. That feels harsh. He's retiring at the end of the season. We just got rid of him on like the 5th day of the window. Free up budgets, like, yeah, it might allow us to adjust. It doesn't. Still doesn't allow. Maybe tomorrow it'll let us adjust. But either way, yeah. Right, we're going to get Ronald Silva on a free. That's actually a nice little signing. Considering he was okay on the loan and he's young and he's a backup winger. He's coming in as a youngster look as well. I'm quite happy with that. We did a really weird thing to sign him. That loan was weird. It was all a bit odd, but we'll take it. Ronald Silva is in. I've given him a real face as well with his lovely big hair look. He played for Athletic Newham, who have a very similar badge to Atletico Madrid. Yeah, I think I know that team. That's a London-based team, isn't it? Yeah. There's a few that are like that. There was in could offer contract now has just got 1.2k back. Yeah, we could, but now he won't. He won't speak to us now, will he, for a couple of weeks? But yes. Right. Let's board comms works with pigeons takes a while. Yes. Right, get you going there. You want first team football. Big Dan. If there is a team that will buy you, I will sell you happily. I like you a lot. You've not scored a goal though. No one sort of wants you. Ooh. Shall we take 150k for Big Dan Jebison? Now need an extra CB. Maybe. I think we'll probably be okay, James. Just like Aimson didn't play much, did he? Shall we take the 150k for that Big Dan? Would mean we would need to go and get a backup striker. But maybe like a Divin Mubama loan to the end of the season. Let's at least invite some bids. He wants to go anyway, right? I think we need to do right by him. A loan sounds sensible. I mean, I've just said I'm going to sell you permanently. I really didn't mean to upset you, but I've promised you that you can go. Transfer request is in. That's where Kone comes in. That's actually interesting, isn't it? Yeah, the transfer goblins we brought in to help us there. We love a little transfer goblin deal. Just quickly then, before we press continue, striker-wise, who does that? That's not strikers. Striker-wise, Ryan Hardy is on a free as a backup. Norberto Briasco, I feel like I've signed this guy loads of times, is on a free. That is an Argentinian Armenian, everybody. Born in Argentina. Also Armenian. Auction will get multiple bids. I hope so, yeah. Ryan Hardy makes a lot of sense, although I don't think I love it. There's this guy, this Julien Vetro. I think he looks quite good, by the way. That notorious striker Aaron Ramsey, yeah. Burnley. Has scored goals. Yes, in League 2. Yes, in National League. Only 23. Yeah, Keon Edwards we looked at. Julien Vetro. Would you like a little trial, my guy? He's wanted by somebody, which means he's probably going to sign for them immediately now that I've trialed him. But we are a better team than Carlisle, Gillingham or Swindon. And covers... he doesn't quite cover... Does Keon... Yeah, Keon Edwards does cover the right-hand side. I mean, yeah, maybe we trial him as well. Clayts, it is pronounced Julian... Jul Ian Vetro. I don't think it is pronounced Jul Ian Vetro, as you've written it. Julian. What did I say? Julien. No, I'm just putting a bit of a French twang on it. Julien. Okay. Get with the picture. Get with the program. He looks like a Muppet. The Armenian Argentinian looks like a Muppet. He's very Garnacho, isn't he? I mean, that is a ridiculous photo. Like with the slicked hair and everything, isn't it? I do that with Hugo Ekitike. Yeah, it's got to be Hugo Ekitike. You have to do that. You have to. It's fun. Amani Richards. Why do I recognise that name? Is that just another youngster that I end up signing on Football Manager? It probably is, isn't it? Michael Mellon is the child that was recommended. Julian, but I spaced it. Yeah, fair. It's Julien, though, because, come on, he's French. Sam Smith, big guy. It's only actually 6'1". Loans-wise, let's have a quick look at loans for strikers, because I know that Mbama is going to be on there. There's actually another Chido Obi in the game. I need to work out a way to remove him. I don't know why. I think that's the database we're on, but we're obviously not going to sign the other one. Divin Mbama. JJ Gabriel. He's highly rated, isn't he? Can we just get 2 United young strikers as our strike force? It looks good, Vetro, the glass man. He has a beautiful story. The sort of superhero. Vetro is Italian for glass. Is it nice? Hey, Clayts, I discovered your channel 2 weeks ago. It's already my favourite. Love that, Nick. Content exactly what I was looking for. Thanks for creating it. You're welcome, Nick. I'm going to carry on. That's Chido Obi, isn't it? Chido Obi. Yeah, there's 2 of them. I don't really know why. I guess the database has put one of them in when really he was already in it anyway, maybe. I'm not sure. That pic of Garnacho signing for Chelsea looks so much like it was AI generated. He looks like a Muppet, doesn't he? As previously said by Holmesley. Do we take someone from the comers? We could. Do you like the story of taking Sasu as our backup striker? I think he might cost us too much, though. Who is Mikal Malandane? He is a pretty quick 6'1" striker for Marseille who's got France under 21 caps. Where's Bishop right now? We've got Bishop. Mallow, he plays for us. What about Carlin Grant? I don't know where Carlin Grant has ended up, actually. We didn't see him, did we? He's still there. I mean, he's cost... I don't even know how we'd get him. He'd cost too much money. He does still play for the Comers, though, yes. Rocco Vata. Stanislas Castel is another new gen French striker with under 21 caps, only on 8k. Do we just loan someone like that? Is that fun? I don't know if it is fun. The barbershop. There is a bid in for Mbama. Interested in a... He's actually not that expensive. It might open us up to sign him. We could get him. We can't right now because I can't adjust the budget. But can I adjust the budget yet? No. But 6.5k a week, squad player. If he doesn't go to the team that's bid for him already, if he doesn't go, is it Troy? I think this makes loads of sense. Zimas from Brighton. Sassy probably isn't good enough. Maybe isn't good enough and also probably is too expensive in a weird way. Yeah, probably both. We're not going to sign him permanently. He's actually a fringe player at FC United. Is he playing this year? He's got 9 goals, look, still. Why have they given him the number 6? Why? What are you doing? I wonder how Josh McEachran's doing, by the way. Oh, he's unemployed. Darlington have sacked him. Oh, no. That's who... He was one of our options. I think we've swerved one there. However... Shall we try and bring him in as a coach? Jobless Josh. Do you want to be a coach for us? No. Fair enough. That's okay then. All right. McEachran sacked. Did Rooney get a job? That's a question as well. Wayne Rooney. Still unemployed. Thank God we didn't hire him. I mean, maybe both. Thank God we didn't hire them. Yeah. You make it sound like they're estrained brothers. I don't know who I was talking about there, James. 13 to 99 is finishing 2. The French dude could be decent. The French dude... The one of the low-knee ones, yeah. I quite like that Vetro guy. I'm going to press continue so that we get the trials in, look, and have a look at them. Keon Edwards and Vetro are both coming in. I do like the idea of signing people permanently just because then we can sell them and get money for them. Keon Edwards is leading League One in the future, but right now not great. Vetra is a little bit better. He's quick. His finishing is only okay. How much would he want? He doesn't have an agent. Sassy looks like a great striker. He was, for us, to be fair. He scored a lot of goals. He was good. Shall we? Will. How are you? Oh, H. Crowther, thank you for the sub as well. I missed it completely. My bad. Crowther, thank you for the 10, the brand new primer 10 minutes ago. Appreciate you. Sorry for missing it. And Will, thank you very much for the 59 months. Any footy happened lately? Nah, do you know what, Will? I'm not even going to go there. You're good. You're fine. All right? Nothing. Enjoy it. Newcastle have been very good 3 games in a row. Just can't score goals. That's what I'll say. I wonder why they can't score goals. It's almost like they're missing something up there. Maybe Big Nick can be the guy for you. There you go. Actually, I'm going to wait anyway because I can't really offer it yet because we can't adjust our budgets, can we? So let's wait until we can do that and then we'll see. Let's go and watch this game because we've got Everton. We're probably going to lose, but let's go. Don't do that. Oh, loan. That better not be the intermediary offer. It is. Chat, I didn't think it was a loan. I swear it said transfer on the intermediary screen. Usually it says loan. Sometimes I do miss it, but I swear it said transfer. It's an optional fee in the future, and they're going to pay us. They're going to pay us 160k for the loan, which isn't the worst, but I'd quite like to just get the money now. Like, they're basically just going to pay his wages. And then if they sign him permanently, it'll be, what, 100k? They rarely buy them, do they? And who is it? Empoli. Clayts' mum. Have you made a new account? Hello, I'm going to assume that that's my mum because she's actually said good morning football people and that's what she does. But is this a new account? Hello. Yeah, I've gotten them where it classes as a transfer because of the future fee bit. Yeah, that must be it then. This is why you're a better person than me. If I were you, after Isaac signs for Liverpool, I'd record a video of me on my iPhone cackling, reading through all the comments of the realistic signings video and all the other grief you got. I'm still definitely going to do that. If it happened, it hasn't happened yet. But there's one person, Atika, it's not even all the comments. Because, Atika, you can surely back me up on this. I was so respectful in that video, right? I genuinely, all I said in the video was like, I think Liverpool might try and sign him. But he might not go. He probably won't go. I was so respectful. Because, I get it when, I get it from the Newcastle point of view. But I was so respectful and then I still got grief. But yeah, there is one person in particular who still, despite the way that I was, got so angry at me. And yes, I'm going back to it if we do end up signing him, of course. But also, I wasn't wrong in the video. All I said in the video was that I think they're going to try to sign him. That was it. That's all I said. I didn't say Newcastle would accept it. I didn't say he'd go. I didn't say it would happen. I said, I think Liverpool will try and sign him. And that is a fact. That has happened. Don't want to upset Newcastle fans, I think was the exact phrase used. Yeah! The thing that makes it so funny was how respectful you were about it. Wouldn't be half as funny if you were properly trying to push. I know! That's the thing. I was like, but I really do see it from Newcastle's point of view. I understand why you'd be happy at people like, you know, the fans that are like free Isaac and the ones who look like go wild over it. And really rub it in your faces. I get being angry with those people. And I get how those people can make you angry with anybody who mentions Isaac. I do understand it. But when you've got somebody at pains to be respectful and at pains to only say things that are going to be factual, it's weird then to get angry at that person. They behave much worse. I mean, that's football hypocrisy in one, isn't it? But yeah, I don't actually want to go into it loads now because I think also the thing that we always do with football discourse is that we take the worst bellends from every single fan base and then then act like every person in that fan base is the very worst version of them. And that is simply not true, but it doesn't take away from the fact that those bad ballens exist. And I think that is something that, and everyone's guilty of it. I'm so guilty of it that if someone says, what's an Arsenal fan like? I think of those bad ballens, not the ones who are actually probably fine. You know, like you can't, I think that must be a thing that you can't avoid doing. It's not just the and the journalists and everyone as well, and the way that football, because that's what gets the clicks and everything. We talked about this loads, isn't it? That everything then in terms of like the business of football is targeted towards those people, because guess who are the loudest, and guess who get the most reaction, and guess who gets the most clicks? It's the bad bellends, isn't it? And I hate the way that football is now basically based around these bad bellends. And I said the phrase bad bellends a lot, haven't I? Newcastle fans moaning about what Isak is doing, and the same people that were happy when Gordon done it. Yeah, but as well, yeah. All right, this is my other point. All the people that are the Isak fans, that the Newcastle fans that can't see the wood from the trees, that are easily, happily able to separate their anger with Isak and also be fine with the players that sign for them. I don't care about that, because that is so normal. That is so normal. Everyone does that. No, actually, I refuse to celebrate this player we've signed because he was absolutely disrespectful for his former team. I don't give a crap about that. If he's playing up front for my team, he's my favourite person in the world. That's normal. That is genuinely normal. Like, the difference with it is the people that then go and lecture you about who try to lecture you about it. I have no idea who people like the showbiz of all of it. The people who are feeling like that, I have no idea what like. I have no problem with that. It's the people who are then like, who really go to the nth degree to lecture people about like he has been rubbish. He's been all like this. Like, look, feeling like that's fine. That's normal. That's football fandom, isn't it? Like, yeah, it's all these other people who care about like transfer fees and stuff as well. Do I care if Liverpool pay now 110 million pounds, 120, 130, 140, 240 million pounds if Alexander Isak is playing up front for us this season? No. Because at the end of the, do I care that Newcastle will have won the PR battle and got their 150 million if it's that? Not that it's not even my money. Well done. That's great. You won that PR battle. He now plays for my team. So I don't really care about like how quickly you can move on for that. Look at the Newcastle fans that were like so angry with Isak. No, well, 1 minute wanted to keep Isak. Then they signed. Then there's this new shiny toy. Nick Woltemade signed for them, and they're like, "Bloody, we've got a new hero. He's the best player in the world. He's better than Isak ever was anyway." That's football. That happens. One of them. People are telling me we overpaid on Woltemade. But did you? If you didn't, would you have signed him? So no. Anyway, right, chap. That's my. I'm coming down from my pedestal now. Shall I accept this for Daniel Jebberson? That's the question. To be fair, Everton fans don't. We've been so broke for so long. We've not had any players good enough to cause a stink to force a transfer. Yeah, that's true. I don't think you behave like a rat if they actually had an agreement in place. And also, that is another thing. Very serious point. Isak has Ollie, thank you very much. Forkman, thank you very much. Will, thank you very, very much. Before that. Disappointed that Cundle is still on the wall and the quote from CJ isn't. Yeah, I haven't got a printer and I haven't got access to a printer. Otherwise, I genuinely would have done that, I think. Reject an offer and list him. Yeah, okay, let's reject him. There's a real weird problem in football as well about villainizing players but not holding clubs to the same degree, like of scrutiny. Of like, clubs can behave horrendously, whereas if a player tries to, I don't know, exercise their rights or like, you know, like, or, I don't know, behave in a way that is best for them in their own interests, they're a massive villain, whereas clubs can do whatever they want. And there is obviously nuance to all of these things, but that is like, it's wild to me that clubs can have these bomb squads and everyone's like, yeah, that's fine. and then when a player is like, I don't want these things to happen to me, they're like, oh God, I don't think so, buddy. Anyway, at least you got a nice new stadium. Yeah, that's true. Everton do, don't they? Oil clubs have made the mickey out of these days. Yeah. Jackson's loan being cancelled at the last hour is equally outrageous. I think so. And then in the Discord, I'm going to rant at my own Discord here. In the Discord, there were people like I suggested, and I think Beyond was also suggesting that it was pretty shady from Chelsea to cancel the loan deal for Jackson. And in the Discord, they're like, yeah, but Chelsea need him. It's their rights. He's their player. Both of those things are true. That is all. Both those things are true. Chelsea are well within their rights. It's still not very nice to like basically bomb him out and then as soon as they need him again go, well, actually you are going to work here even though you've already been on a plane and you've all agreed and stuff. It's still scummy, as well as being perfectly reasonable from Chelsea. Not reasonable, perfectly eventually acceptable, perfectly within their rights. Liam Delap got injured so they have to keep Jackson. That's just not true though, is it? They don't have to. They really don't. Liam Delap getting injured after they've signed how many strikers? They've replaced Jackson twice this summer, and yet now he's injured. They don't have to keep him. He's going to miss what? 8 weeks max. 2 of those weeks thing. I get it. They might want to, but it doesn't. There isn't a simple they have to. It's not in there. Like they've signed a lot of players. Like, and I get it. They can and they might want to. It doesn't then take away from the fact that it's still a scummy thing to do. That's it. Those things are both true. Delap's out for at most 2 months. They have other players. Also, there's an international break in that as well. So, like, it's not even 2 months. But yes, I don't know. Anyway, I've rejected this. Let's offer him out and let's actually play some Football Manager before we... What else? It's been 3 weeks. What else can we rant about? What do they offer? About 100k. I'm going to offer him for... Let's do 180 and see if we get a bid. And go from there. Speaking of Chelsea, can somebody explain the Buonanotte loan? It feels like a bit of a Blue Co thing, that one. I don't think he'll be at Chelsea next season if they sign him. That sounds like a Chelsea problem. They didn't want him to let him go, now screwing him for a few weeks. Delap comes back. Exactly. When he's like, it's playing around with players' lives. That's the thing for me that makes it scummy, because it is people's lives. And I get it. I don't like the way that people explain it away going, they get paid loads, get on with it. I think that is also true, but I don't like the way that that's always just the go-to. Like, it's still rank, isn't it? That's it. We need a rant section for the stream, like a new scene for it or something. I think we do, don't we? Don't make me go into rant section, because I get proper animated. But I hope you can see where I'm coming from, and it isn't just like old man shouting at clouds. But anyway, they lost out on Simons, and they don't have cover for Cam, where Pedro is playing with Palmer injured. They don't have cover for Cam. Next joke, please. Please. Can we please? Can we please be serious? Chelsea don't have enough attacking midfielders. Is that what I've genuinely just read in the chat? I've had enough. I'm tired, Robbie. I'm tired, Robbie. What does Chelsea Lee think about Jackson? Well, he's off player, isn't he? Get him back on the plane. He's got a subs bench to sit on. Shouldn't have signed a contract that we made him sign for 9 years. Basically imprisoning him. Should he? That's what he thinks. Complaining about your job when you're paid millions of dollars feels so entitled. No. That's what I mean. No. Reese, please. Planes don't go backwards was the quote from his agent. Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? I like the way that in the immediate aftermath of that Jackson thing, basically they went, the agents went, Chelsea were like, you're not signing for Bayern, and the agents went, yeah, we are, and then probably sat down and went, can we do that? Can we sign for a club without the club selling us agreeing to it? Maybe we can't, actually. Right, anyway, chat, let's go on. Should we watch this game? We might as well. Let's get ourselves back into it. Watching Man is back from the Maldives. We are going to watch an FA Cup game with Everton, because it's been a while. FA Cup third round. It's a lovely weekend for football, isn't it? We're going to go on holiday for a day and see what happens. I read, yeah, I saw that. Basically, I think Jackson would have turned around and gone, I have no basically uses player power now. It says, I have no willingness to come back and play for you. Try and find me a proper transfer then. Because if Chelsea can sell him permanently, they then win in that regard as well. It's probably what they wanted eventually anyway. He's doing an Odin Wingy and I'm all for it. Yeah. Nice to see Frankie's doing all right. He's doing very well. Although he hasn't started this game. Is he injured? Why is there no... Where's Frankie? Is he injured? He's not in the squad. Obi Martin, Kouassi, Sadie, Palacios, Duomo, Bogard. Lawal starting is a bit worrying. Who's missing from centre? Oh, it's the injury to Reece Oxford, isn't it? That's why. That is kind of true, Sleepy. Yeah, he is going to be a backup at Bayern, but I think he just got his head around. He's like, I think he has like high expectations for himself, and he saw Bayern being a big move that he was very interested in. He got that move, and then he's like, oh, actually, you're not. Anyway, I want to see Isaac and Wissa doing Odin Wingy shenanigans on a deadline day. I saw Indy Kayla saying that Isaac is staying in a hotel in Ormskirk. I'm like, brilliant. Just joined the stream, mate. Any major thing I missed? And welcome back, Clayts. How you doing, K-Blazing? Welcome in, buddy. No major things missed, I don't think. You're all good. We're playing our first game right now. We've had a rant or two. We've had a bit of an update, a recap. We've made some signing approaches. We're waiting. We've got no money to spend on our wage budget. That's kind of it so far. I don't feel confident about anything. Brighton will probably lose again. Is that Brighton City today? They've scored, by the way. It might be offside. We haven't even got to Mainu yet. No. It's offside. We're okay. Sam Pickle Tickle is fine. My mum texted me, by the way. I know she was in the chat before. She texted me saying, what is streaming? She obviously was watching at that point. What are your predictions for the Old Firm? Celtic win about 19-0 probably. Adam Eder hat-trick, maybe. There you go. There's have that for a prediction. How's the eye? The eye's all right. Look, it's there's going to be a nice little scar that hopefully isn't too prominent, but basically the bruising's gone now. There's like little red bits still, but yeah, basically all right. If you want ranting, wait till Liverpool versus Arsenal later. No. I won't be in the Discord later. Don't worry about that. I've decided I can't. Although it was actually... The Discord has never been better than it was during Liverpool-Newcastle last week. And I didn't actually rub it in too much afterwards. I think, can we just say that? After Rio and Gamo, after 16-year-old scores the winner. But CJ, oh, it was outrageously good. It hit new levels. If you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord, because general footy during Premier League games is outrageous. It was prime Discord. Ice in the veins, mate, yeah. You were very tame last week, yeah. To be fair, I am working on that. That's the thing. I much prefer watching football and things without the Discord, to be honest. Much prefer it. Right, we're actually 0-0 at half time here. We can't bring on Frankie Bishop because he's not picked him in the squad, but we're 0-0 at half time. If we can nick this, oh, it'd be good, wouldn't it? Oh, it'd be good. You guys are child, he has to be grown up, yeah. Clay's battle with the board ends poorly for manager. Yes. I just wait until... That's ridiculous. Battle with the board. Just wait until Liverpool start losing and come along with my pot to start. I know you do, Atiki, but that's fine because I know it's just stirring. So once you can sit back and go, that's just trying to bait me, you're okay with it. To be fair, your stopwatch, bro. Exactly, yeah. I'm worried Brighton will get relegated this season. We've been trashed so far. I just hope we pick up some form sooner rather than later. Brighton will be fine this season. There you go. There you go. You can feel better now. I've spoken. Brighton won't get relegated. We all know another Rio and Gamoa late winner against Arsenal. Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, if that happens. Duomo's off, I think. The flag hasn't actually gone up, I don't know, here. He looked well offside. West Ham exists, exactly. Wolves exist. Disallowed. Thoughts on Gomez to Milan with Gay coming in? I don't love the Gomez to Milan thing. This is it, by the way. I think my view on Jackson is swayed by being a Liverpool fan. And we've actually been burned by this way too often. Liverpool have, in the past, especially with Klopp, been very people orientated, meaning the footballers being treated as people, and that actually, if things are best for the player, sometimes Obviously, within reason. We've scored. It's an own goal. We lead against Everton. Come on. Juan Mata's doing his business. It's horrible. Christian Sadie, by the way, who we're trying to sell, has set that up. That's nice. This is good. Yeah, what I'm saying is that Liverpool have, I think, spited themselves at least a little bit to give the player what they want. As in, sanction moves away because it's what the player wants, even if Liverpool don't quite have, leaves them a little bit short, etc., etc. Or kept a player on because it's better for the player type of thing, and they've not been as clinical and ruthless as maybe people would like their clubs to be, and maybe that's why my thinking on Jackson. I could never see Liverpool doing to Jackson what Chelsea did, basically. I saw someone about something about us not letting Gomez go to Palace on loan. Yeah, I can't see the Milan thing unless Gomez has told them explicitly he wants to go, and then there is a price that they've sort of agreed on that they would then say, okay, fine. Speaking of Liverpool, if you do get Gay, a back three could work very well for Liverpool, given the players with Frimpong and Kirkes. I mean, the profiles fit for it, don't they? I could see it becoming a three-in game, but I think just you lose a player going forward with the back three that I just don't see them doing. I think what they'll do is they'll use it as like a back three with the players they've got, but it'll be a back two still. Another 50k on Sadie's price, exactly. I'm honestly so glad I'm around for the game today. Kept ending up on the motorway during big games like Slay Humbly for one reason or another last season. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I had a few of those where you miss it, and you so many narratives come out of it, and you just miss it completely. Are we going to see this through? We're in added time. Obi Martin's going to go hopefully for the corner here. We're going to knock a Premier League team out of the FA Cup. Juan Mata is a magic man. We've won at Bramley Moor at the Hill Dickinson with an own goal. We've knocked out Everton. We are going to be in the FA Cup fourth round. Did I even look at the draw? I didn't even bother to look at it, did I? That's really good money as well. Yeah, Gomez would be good for Palace. I just don't see Liverpool. The reason we're getting Gay is because we're short at centre-back. And I know that Gomez isn't reliable fitness-wise, but he also covers left-back and right-back. Like, I just don't see that happening. They go out with the Hill Dicks. They do indeed. That's wild. What a win. Who do we get in the next round? We play... It's been drawn, hasn't it? Crawley Town or Manchester City? Is that away? Unknown stadium. What is it, away? What did it just say? Money given? It just said something like... Why did that pop up saying money gets given or something? That's good money. Did that actually help a lot? We're on 1.3 million. Away, I think. If we're away at City, that'll be nice money. Really good. Be hilarious if Crawley knocked them out. That would be quite annoying for us, wouldn't it? Although then we might be able to get through, which it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, that's really good. That should help a little bit as well. Can I adjust this? No. We've got Aaron Ramsey hopefully about to choose us. I am tempted by Julian Vetra as our backup striker. Although actually, he doesn't have the agent, does he? Is he willing to be a fringe player? I'm not sure. I'd argue he's worth the wages. Lamans and Emmy as options, yeah. Walsall have made a bid. Okay, Mubama has gone to choice. We're not going to get him. I did think that might happen, but we couldn't have done anything about it anyway. We play Lincoln tomorrow. I think we'll just instant result this one. As in, well, not instant result, but we'll just go past this. Gerrard is QPR manager. Ben Taleba's gone to Getafe. We're not getting him. Let's offer you out again. Okay. No intermediaries, but there is a bit of interest. Maybe 150k. Okay. Let's lock in a little bit. I want to finish January. We've been actually streaming for a while, and I want to finish this season today. Oh, Watch Your Man's got an interview. Wow, Watch Your Man's got an interview with Marine. Why? Can we just think about this? Marine are so desperate, they are willing to interview this man. Marine are interviewing this man for their job. Look at his attributes. Most importantly, look at his face. This is who Marine are like, Yeah. I reckon he'll be our manager. Look at his eyes moving. I don't think he's ever had an interview before. Look at like the way his eyes, which don't have eyeballs in, are moving. It's actually terrifying, isn't it? That's rank. Aren't they the club that played Spurs? Yeah, they are. Right, it's time to turn this into a watching man to glory save. I mean, I'm sort of here for it. Should we do the interview? In case he gets the job? And then if he gets the job, do we make a new watching man? And just let watching man become the thing? Is this what people want? I feel like we kind of have to. Make a new watching man. I think we're going to have to make a new watching man if this watching man... It's going to be new... What should the new watching man be called? Is he just going to be called new watching man? He's dead to everyone but Marine. Yeah, I'll promise that. I think my reputation speaks for myself here as watching man. Would he be able to take charge straight away? Yeah, straight away, man. Yeah, I'll work with Neil Young. Why is Neil Young there? Watching man son. Watching man junior. Watching man son. We'll make him really little this time, I reckon, yeah? I'd like the possibility to make wide scale. No, I don't need any changes. That looks great. Well, look, I'll exceed that, yeah. That's fine. Agree. I have no requests. Right. This is a weird little subplot that's going on, isn't it? Le Watcher, he becomes French. I mean, that's already happened, to be fair, isn't it? Right, we're going to have a game. I am going to go on holiday, I think, with Juan Mata here. So it won't let me right now. Let's just holiday a day and see how that game goes. Watching man and sleeping wife. We're not making sleeping wife. Would you ever hire watching man for anything? No. No. Moyes has been sacked by Luton. Hi, David Moyes. Those clips are so good, aren't they? Finley Burn's gone to Barnsley. So we're not going to get him either. Did we win? Did we play? We lost 1-0. Ah. That's not ideal. Lincoln are actually would go joint on points with us, maybe above us if they win their game in hand. We've got a slightly better goal difference. This is quite close. We've just lost in the league. Who did he play in that? Did he play Frankie Bishop? He did. Bishop got a 6.2. Atkinson started. Why is Dwayne Atkinson start? We need to sell Dwayne Atkinson. He's already leaving on a free at the end of the season. Intermediaries, please? No. I will sell him for super cheap because he's leaving on a free anyway. Are we bottling automatics today? I'm not. Matter might. Right, Keiki wants to stay as well. George Earthy's got his move. That's good. Jebison, no offers. Oh. Any offers now? No. Carlisle's still in for him. Make the next one Spanish. Do we have to have a poll on watching man? Marine probably saw watching man at Tesco during his daily shop. Recognised him as the big tall guy in the stands at FC United and Wigan games. And thought, you know what? That'll do, yeah. AC Milan's bid for Joe Gomez. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not sure about... Like, I just don't see us letting him go. Although we did bring in Leone, and then if you get Gay as well, maybe, but I just don't see it. Doesn't seem like a smart thing to do. If Mata does bottle it, do we keep the faith? That's a good question. We'd have to talk about it, wouldn't we? Right. Do I sign Julian Vecchio as a backup striker? Do you think this is good enough as a backup striker? I actually think he's quite good. He'd probably have decent value. He's only 23. I don't hate this. Can I offer a contract yet? Let's try. Fringe player, 3.7k. I would be able to give him an ESC place if he doesn't get a work permit. 2-year deal, 3k a week. I think we're gonna buy him. I think he's better than Daniel Jebison, and Jebison we can try and sell, if not loan. He's gone to Bolton. I mean, to be fair, they put him on 10k a week, which he didn't even ask for from us. Bolton are League One as well. He's gone in straight as their key player. Has he already played for them? How is he already in that team there? Making his debut. Did we get Beck? No, I need to go back in for Beck because he's upset with us. I don't know if he'll talk to us again yet. We can try. Like, they accepted the bid. They want 40% now. Oops. Let's try 35. That's not that bad, actually. I thought they'd ask for more than that. Yeah, he doesn't want to talk to us. Still. Hasn't been long enough. Right, that's not ideal, to be honest. No offers for Jebison. Aaron Ramsey's rejected us. Where do we go from here? Oh, Zimas is there. Did somebody say that before? We're going to get, I think, for striker, I think I'm happy with Vetro because it's only as a backup. What are the loans? It is a big shame for Ramsey. Let's do just any loans. There is a guy there who's got no name. Rokas Pukstas would be great for us. If he's more... I mean, let's check if Ozo... Where's my list? Let's see if Ozo's demands have come down at all. No, that's the same, right? That's still too expensive. What's Pukstas's? Just the same. I don't want to pay $1 million for a loan. Even if he's really good. And that's actually not all of it. They want the whole wage. So we can't do that either. Chris Rigg was quite expensive as well, wasn't he? 12k. That's actually at least just wages. I always find it very relaxing watching your streams on days off. You have a very chilled vibe. I imagine you're easy to get on with. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy. You can't lie that David Moyes is doing a great job at Everton. No, he's doing a great job, James. Fully agree. Like, some really smart signings as well, yeah. James, by the way, in the YouTube chat said that we should call him Watching Man Child. The new Watching Man. You probably know better. Will Gay join Liverpool this summer? I think he will. That's not a bad deal, is it? Renzi agrees. Just pay the wages. Get in a really good player in Chris Rigg for the rest of the season. I think I'm going to offer it. Just in the context of we could always reject, we could always cancel it. And I think he might be the best one that would actually come to us here. Would he play DLP though? No, Renzi, but also they won't be able to recall him until the summer anyway, which is when it ends anyway. So I think I don't actually mind that as much. Like, it's sort of all right. All right, we've got another loan offer. It's another option. It's basically the same offer. Shall I just let him go? Take the wages? It's not even as good, is it? Shall I accept this? Brendan Rodgers calls Adam Eder back to Celtic. Doesn't include him in the squad. Yeah, that's football clubs, isn't it? Dewsbury Hall and Grealish are doing so great at the first matches. They are, yeah. They look really good. I have Chris Rigg playing Premier League football for my York side in 2035. He can get really good, yeah. Could easily have backfired letting all those players leave for free, but seems to have worked out for them, yeah. I think I'm going to accept this. Just because we've got Vetro coming in anyway. Yeah. Okay. You can go back on holiday. Postecoglou in at Everton. There you go. On the subject. We do have a youth intake preview, by the way. I did not show you that yet, did I? Where am I going? Our preview's not great. Have you transfer listed Jebison? Why are they only loan offers? I don't know. It's just the way that Football Manager works, basically. Negotiate 100% wage. I couldn't negotiate it, does Mayno. It was non-negotiable. Yeah, below average. Not a great group of young players. The keeper is a C and the rest is E or below. It'll probably be really good now because that's the way that FM works as well. But yeah, it doesn't look amazing. Hang on, in Ange's history, there's the United job. Yeah, I think we played United and Ange was the manager. When we lost them earlier in the season, Ange was manager. So he's been sacked by them and now he's got the Everton job. Right, Port Vale. Shall we have a little watch? Should we have a little watching man? I know it might be the last time watching man can come to one of our games because he might get the Marine job. It's going to be sad when he doesn't, isn't it? But yeah, let's go and watch this. It is a away game at Port Vale. Alan's work permit has been rejected. Right, we're not keeping Alan anymore as a coach because it's been rejected. That's a shame. Just find a way to get O'Brien. I think he's just too expensive, Bristol. But maybe. Hardwood Bellis as well. It seems to be trying to build a younger team. Yeah. What are you happy with? You've been happy playing in the right position. Right, let's go on holiday. Let's see what Juan Mata can do. We lost our last league game. We're bottling playoffs at the moment. Was that Emma Hayes joining? RIP watching man, if you weren't already dead. They've hired a waterfall instead. Watching man does not get the Marine job. His first ever interview. And they've chosen Luke Waterfall. Famously managed no one. It's his first managerial job. He's retired from playing 2 years ago. He's had nothing. He's been doing nothing. And now he's the Marine manager. They've gone for him instead. I mean, he is better. Apply for other jobs. No. Watching man doesn't apply for jobs. He's not a beg. He'll just go to any interviews he gets offered. Thank you very much. All right. He's a very proud man. Is watching man. Right. Why are you back from holiday? Go back on holiday. Right. Here we go. Boo. Why are we going for a job as watchman? He got offered it. He got offered an interview. Jobs apply for watchman. Exactly. Yeah. He got offered an interview and then we decided to go for it and he didn't get the job. Trust Marine to go after a water feature. Exactly. That's classic Marine, isn't it? Do you know what? That was, of course it's going to happen. Marine go for a water feature. Right. Here come the two teams. Port Vale. Do you know what? Let's do it here. It's easier to see it on here anyway. Obi Martin, Bishop, Kouassi, Palacios, Duomo, Bogard, Rika, George Alexander, Lawal starts again, Tickle, Almeida. We do need a left back, and I think maybe we do need a centre back as a one decent backup one, to be honest. But we'll see. Corner to us. There's Chido, Obi Martin. Over. They got complaints from the nearby kindergarten. That could have happened too, to be fair. Yeah. Difficult to argue with that. Is Watchman secretly old Zlatan because he doesn't apply for jobs, jobs apply for him? Maybe. He's got the same type of aura as Zlatan, hasn't he? Don't go Jason Waterfall. It's Luke. It was Luke Waterfall. So yeah. Don't go chasing Luke Waterfalls. All right, we've started okay here, but no one highlight headed over. I mean, he definitely would have failed his DBS checks. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. Look, we've slipped quite far behind. Derby County are running away with this league. No wonder. Did someone sign for Derby? No, it was Bolton, wasn't it? Half-time 0-0. We've just dropped to 4th. All level on points. If we win this game, we do go back to 3rd, though. Marine just hitting checkboxes. Yeah, it's one of those. It was a checkbox hire, wasn't it? I was thinking of the foreign lady singing it on an X Factor style show. Oh, the waterfall song. Yeah. I got you. All right, we've got a highlight. Some guy shoots. Sam Tickle saves. Pushes it round the post. Jason Waterfalls is excellent putter, it is, isn't it? Yep. Should we change Luke Waterfall's name to Jason Waterfalls? I think we should. Do we call the new watching man Jason Waterfalls? I can see it's missing playoffs. Just be all like, yeah, I can see it too. Really just depends what. Like, if we hit bad form, you can really slide. Like, the reason we ended up in second is we started fine, then hit good form, and sort of the momentum carried us into second. If we now hit bad form, yeah. Is that Harrison Ashby, by the way? We missed out on him, didn't we? For FC United. There he is, look. Playing in League One now. Who's the manager? Juan Mata is our manager. McCrippy. He's doing the Lord's work, to be honest. He's doing okay. Jason Watching Man Waterfall. Weirdly, Grealish stay next season. Man City not offering enough playing time. I could see Grealish, yeah, going permanently. But like, if Grealish finds a place where he's happy playing proper football, like, he should absolutely stay there. And 50 million is a very good price for Everton to buy him. It's whether Everton can actually afford it is the thing, isn't it? I've got coffee left, but it's definitely cold. Yeah, I'm surprised Villa didn't go for him. I feel like... I don't know. Yeah, well, I'm surprised. I was going to say, I feel like they couldn't afford it. It was a PSR thing. Maybe it's his wages. But then they're signing Paquetá, and you wouldn't imagine they'd be hugely different. And you wouldn't imagine that Everton would be able to pay huge wages either. Maybe they just didn't see it. I think in hindsight, I think they'd probably look at it and go, yeah, we should have done that now. But yeah, it's a weird one because they do need him, don't they? He was sensational yesterday. To be fair, all 3 games now. He's off the bench in the first one, right? He's been brilliant. I like to be paid thousands to make a seat warm, yeah. What do you think about Dibbling transfer? Will he play regularly first season? I actually don't know. They've got a lot of like NDI, Grealish, and then the way that they're using like Dewsbury Hall. Is there a place in that? He's probably the third one along that front line, like behind the striker there, right? Like you'd think if they're going to spend that much money on him, they don't have to because he's young, but you'd think he'd play. Renzi, by the way, thank you for the brand new sub 15 minutes ago. I don't know if I said thank you, but thank you. I always like Grealish, just wasn't getting enough games. He just didn't really suit. He didn't suit the City way, really, did he? Dibbling looks like fourth choice first backup for all 3 this season. Yeah, that's kind of what I think too. And yeah, probably not chuck him in quickly. Right, Kwasi injured, Sadie injured, both only short ones though. Watcher Man was spotted. We have signed Chris Rigg. That's a nice signing. That's a good player to bring into a League One team, I think. 20 years old, maybe one to like integrate now and sign him in the future. Might be a bit reactionary, but could Grealish force his way into Tuchel's plans or a little too late? No, he definitely could. I don't think I think anybody can still force their way into Tuchel's plans. Who knows what Tuchel's plans are? They're a bit weird, aren't they? Like, what's... It's just... I don't know. Oh, no, that's okay, because we're going to give him his ESC place, weren't we? That's all right. Yeah, Tuchel's been a bit odd as manager so far at England. It's very weird squads. Doesn't look particularly like it's planning for the future. I know that the games are like very easy, so it maybe is about looking at everyone, but yeah, strange. Like, why is Henderson so heavily involved? I'm surprised Grealish got back in so quickly. Yeah. I always like Grealish. England has good set piece takers and Grealish wins fouls for days. That is true. That when he was coming off the bench during one of those Euros, or was it the World Cup? That was the thing for me. I was like, yeah, he might make something happen. But mainly, did he get a work permit? We've allocated an ESC place. That's fine. I did that on autopilot, I think. He comes in as the fringe player backup striker then. Jefferson's going to go out on loan. Henderson there for leadership. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense and it doesn't make sense. Like, do you need leadership in there during games against Andorra? Maybe not. But I like Henderson, obviously. But it just doesn't feel very planning for the future. Right, feels wrong having a German-English manager like if Santa Claus was a turkey. I think it's 2025 and it's all right. Tuchel was always a bit odd as a manager. He's quite stubborn, isn't he, as a manager, Tuchel? And I think that's kind of it. He won't be swayed by what other people think he should do. In a way that I think Southgate started out like and then became a little bit influenced by the end. And I think that actually ultimately almost became his downfall. Like, what Southgate actually did really well was his pragmatic style, which wasn't fun, and it almost like trying to force like Bellingham into a 10 and Trent into midfield and things felt like Southgate was going against what made him effective in the first place. Yeah, Curtis not in the squad feels weird. Like, yeah, Henderson is and Curtis isn't. Like, I'm not a massive like Curtis Jones has to be in the England squad, but when you look at the players that are in, you're like, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe not wrong, but just odd, yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. I until it's tournament football, I really struggle to get even interested in England. Like, people debating squads that are being picked for games against Andorra and stuff. I'm just like, I don't care. I just don't care. Kieran McKenna has gone to Leicester. Right, shall we put watching man on holiday back to the Maldives for a little bit? Got to watch this Man City game. Yeah, the oh, have we got? Oh yeah, is that Man City next? Oh my word, it is. We've got City next. Yeah, we will watch that then. It is away at the Etihad, so let's also keep an eye on it. We are on about £1 million. So, how much money will we raise from this? Also, what's up with you? Insufficient quality of depth. I mean, if you're really upset, you can leave. If anyone was interested in you, which they're not. Let's hope... That's a ridiculous sentence. Let's not hope that. But I know what you mean. I think they wanted another striker. They did. We did sign a striker, though, to be fair. I think the players were complaining. They were. But we did sign Julian Vetro. So that feels a bit harsh. I'd like to sign you permanently, but there's no chance. We haven't got enough money. Maybe if we get to the championship, but I don't really feel like we're going to. Do you reckon Owen Beck will talk to us yet? How much are they going to ask for now? It's a silly mechanic. It really is. Okay, they're still accepting that. That's good. Will you talk to us? Still no. Oh. What? I mean, a week ago you did. A week ago you were happy to come. That's a different reason. Does that mean he's not going to come and talk to us again in the future? We sort of blew it, and the game sort of blew it, really, is what actually happened. We lost a couple of games. Maybe that's true. Maybe he thinks we didn't lose a couple of games. We lost one game and drew a game. Yeah, interactions and promises and things are really boring, aren't they? They just don't work well enough for them to be a thing. We were in the top 2 a week ago. Maybe he sees Wigan as being... Yeah, I mean, he might do, to be fair. I don't know how much that actually comes into it. Like, maybe it does. And if it does, that's a good thing. You playing this Save Moneyball style? No. No. If you've seen some of my transfers, you'll be like, no. There's no upside, only downside, not worth the risk. Yeah, exactly. There's no point doing any interactions because they can only go badly. It doesn't help you in any way, does it? What about Callum Chambers, since you're on... Callum Chambers. Luke Chambers. Is that who you mean, Renzi? He actually went to... Oh, no, he's at Millwall, wasn't he? Miles got an interview on BBC YouTube, by the way. Yeah, I saw that was there. A lot of people asking, by the way, on that video that I did where I went through the articles, I deliberately didn't do the Athletic article in the New York Times because it's paywalled. And if I just started reading out an article that was behind a paywall with the Athletic... they don't like that type of thing. So I linked it in the description, but that's why we used the other article. Just, I don't know why. None of you have said that, but lots of people were asking it in the comments. So there you go. I know that will probably now start a conversation about FM26. I think we get news this next week. I think we get the match engine stuff this week, personally. I reckon we get him on for a chat. That'd be good. I don't think he'd do it. Any chance of signing Frankie on a permanent in the summer? I mean, maybe. Depends whether we go up or not. He's very expensive. Still. His contract runs for another 3 years. But if we go up, where are West Brom? How are they? West Brom are going back down to the Championship. They might use him, actually. I'm looking forward to a new roadmap. Yeah, I am as well. I don't know if they'll do a roadmap. I think the roadmap caused them all sorts of problems last time. And that people are never happy with anything. And then doing the roadmap, people were not happy with it. I wonder if they might do what they might... I think they might do the thing which is release something and then tell us what's coming next. Like they did with they gave us the Premier League stuff. Then they said match engine preview coming next. And it's almost a roadmap, but in sections, like chopping it up into little bits for us. I reckon we just get another interview with Miles just a week until release. That'd be good. They're going to announce women's football again. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. I mean, yeah, we'll see. The match engine thing that we're going to see next, though, is the thing that everybody wants to see anyway. So they also taking their time with it is not a bad thing either. Right, we have got a game against Manchester City. So we need Watching Man back. We need... Wolves have just hired Giorgio Contini, by the way. We need Watching Man to attend this game. And we need to go and see if we can get ourselves a win. First win in 3, and it's against Man City. So we probably won't, will we? Let's see. Please not another roadmap. Yeah. They need a roadmap to have more transparency. No, they don't. The transparency thing, they should never have said it, but the transparency thing got them in loads of issues because ultimately giving loads of transparency, not a lot of studios do that because there are sometimes hitches and issues and things that change them, and you're actually setting yourself up to fail a little bit, and that's kind of what they did that put them in loads of problems. They can tease the next thing at the end of the current thing, maybe. Exactly, that's what I mean. That's what I said, Pumpstar. I think they'll chop it up into chunks, which is, even if they don't tease it, just tell us what's coming next, and then people know to like be patient and wait for it. But also, yeah, you see, like, we also know what's on the roadmap because we saw the FM25 one, and this is FM25 V2, isn't it? Like, we know what's coming. So obvious why they wouldn't say anything from cancelling to the announcement. Of course. Like, actually, if you think about it, it makes so much sense. People don't think about that, though, do they? Be patient. Are you new? People's reactions are wild. Like, I get why people are like, if you're a little, I don't know, people care way more than I think. Well, way more than I think they probably should. But that's fine. That's their prerogative. But people massively overreact to everything. People love the drama. And obviously, 90% of people who feel normal, like a reserved reaction, I should say, don't leave a comment about it. But the people who are really angry and have an over-the-top reaction are obviously the ones who are going to type out a comment to voice their opinion, which is so important. So you have to bear that into all of these things you read, all of the people who feel strongly enough that they have to leave a comment. There are so many people who would read it and go, all right. And those people who go, all right, are not going to comment, all right, because that'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it? And people then, but the people who have the very strong reactions then read all the comments and go, this is how everyone feels. Everyone is up in arms. Everyone is livid. When it's just not the case, is it? There's residual anger from FM25, but it's not particularly helpful. But there's also, I think, a lot of residual, like, people who would watch those or read those interviews, a lot of the people reading them would go, oh, that's quite good. A bit of transparency, a bit of an explanation. Actually, it's quite good that they didn't release a broken game. A lot of people will be like, oh my God, this is a bit scary, blah, blah, blah. But also there's so many places to be in between those two extreme views, isn't there? I respect them for not shipping out a game they aren't proud of. Yeah. I think it's I think there was a bit of polish on what Miles was saying in the interviews. Like, I think if it wasn't something they weren't completely, I don't think it was a case of like they didn't want to release a 7 out of 10 game, they wanted a 9 out of 10 game. I think it was more their 7 out of 10 game also didn't really work. You know, we're in here. Obi Martin, he might be offside, but it's our first highlight. Scalvini clear. Oh God, City are going to score, aren't they? The only thing that hurts me was them trying to get pre-orders on a product that wasn't ready to ship, and the seeming general mismanagement is slightly concerning. It was the mismanagement of that. I genuinely don't think it was in bad faith, but I do think it was a big mismanaged mess. The pre-orders, that is. In that, thinking that they weren't going to go ahead with the announcement and then being like, oh my, it's too late to cancel it, but still having to take pre-orders. That was mismanaged. They've scored Doku. Might be offside. I think he's offside. I think we've taken City here, by the way, to the 73rd minute, and I think this is going to be offside. We might be taking City to, I assume, extra time and penalties, if we can do that. Okay, is offside. Doku's off. It doesn't need to be either there. Yeah, not really get a game hurts the relationship. A broken game could end it, yeah. I think that's just the conversation. I mean, this has been covered. They've scored a Kanji. All right, we did last 80 minutes, but now they have scored. It's a set piece as well. Chelsea have just bid for Harder from Sporting. Did they actually bid, Neil? I saw the links this morning to try and do buying Jackson out permanently now. We'll see. Right, Akanji scores. We've not had our best game. Bo got on a 6.1. Who the heck is Luke Marth? And why is he in our team? He's an Australian that came through our intake. And he's playing. He started. Ahead of Frankie. Okay, he came on for Frankie Bishop. Oh, for sure. If they would release a broken game with the Premier League rights on it, there's no way that the Premier League stick with them for next time, is it? It's just, yeah. Yeah, Miles did say in the BBC interview that people giving it a 7 were just being kind. Yeah, that's true. I will say it again. People played that game. They were testing. People played the game. Those people know what type of state that game was in. People know what that game looked like. People know how well that game played. That are also NDA'd. So you should listen to those people. Did the stuff about back forward search bar not being a concern you at all about the decision makers at SI? Yeah. No, it did. I'm in a slightly weird position with it though, Nikki. As you can see. Like, that is concerning, but also I kind of know those decision makers, and I know that it, like, basically I think it would have been fixed. And that was part of it. But yeah, no, I agree. They tried to do that tiles cards thing. I don't think it particularly worked very well. I think what they have done is realize that didn't particularly work. Next topic, yeah. But no, you're completely right. As a reaction, or like a reasoned reaction, that was something to take from those interviews that would concern you. I don't think Miles put it across in those interviews in a way that was actually realistic of what actually happened in real life. I'll say that. Can feel the heat in the room, yeah. No. It's genuine. No, it's like, it's such an interesting conversation, but it's also like littered with issues. What percent is the movie? 90. It genuinely, I've recorded all of the audio. I've chopped up all the audio on the comms. It is the final season, final game that needs editing. We are almost there. Like next week, maybe. Right, let's go back on holiday. We lost 1-0 to City. It's not that bad, really, is it? Annoying, because we could have taken them to extra time. We could have actually knocked them out. But, oh yeah, we were on 1 million. We've got 700k from that. Yeah, those SI snipers. I mean, Lenny's just gone to look out the window. I'll show you. Are the SI snipers lit at my house right now? Is the question. Because Lenny's reaction suggests that they might have just turned up. Because all of a sudden, when talking about FM25, FM26, Lenny's got up here. So, is that a worry? There's an obsession now with creators releasing games in early access and just prolonging the release like it's still early access. Yeah, the weird, like, there's also an obsession with holding game studios to such a high account, isn't it? And maybe that's because of, like, how people have been let down, but it is a weird thing. Like, it's one of the only industries where people are so vocal and so angry about things. Always angry. Every game, any game, people are angry about it. Maybe that's a reflection of the demographic that play video games. Maybe. Miles seemed very non-committal about whether there would be a beta or an early access. I took it the other way. I think he was non-committal about what he would call it, but he was quite committed to saying there will be a period of people testing the game. I think he said there was more need for a period to test the game this time, didn't he? Maybe it was different in different interviews. The one that I focused on, he said basically there will definitely be some type of early access. Whether it will be called early access or beta, I think was the thing he was sticking on a bit. Right, we've got a game against Walsall. I'm just going to go on holiday for this Walsall game. We're not in good form. Juan, since coming back today, he's not won a game. I know he did. He beat Everton. Weird. And then he's no win in 3 after that. Maybe then, maybe I've just missed those ones. But the one that I saw, it seemed like he was just, yeah, it was like the semantics of what it'd be called. They've won! They've won a game. They beat Walsall 3-1. Kouassi with 2. Kouassi with a hat-trick. He has arrived. Mbappe. Look at that. Pretty sure they said they'd be one, but more so what they call it. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because they're on PC already makes it easier to complain. Maybe, yeah. I think the decision was right, however, it was communicated wrong. Yeah, I think there are reasons for it, but yeah, that's probably true. I think it's on the harder bit. It's been on Sky Sports News about 5 minutes. Get interesting. Well done, though. Kouassi has arrived. We've won a game. What does that do for the league title? The league table, sorry. We're 5th. I mean, it's a good win, but if Reading win their game in hand. We're in 6th place. I'm a bit... Is anyone a bit scared? I'm a bit scared. Bit worrying. Right. Let's go. We're on the 28th of Jan, by the way. I don't know what to do. Who do we try and sign? Do we go back for Ozzo again? Have they come down on their demands? They want... Ah, they have. Ooh. We've signed Rig already, though. I don't think we need him. I think we need defenders. Left back or centre back. But they have come down on their demands. We just have to pay their wages now. Would we prefer him to Rig, or do we just get both? I think we can probably adjust our budget now a lot. Let's do that, because we're not going to spend that money, are we? So let's do that so we can afford them. Beck was not happy to talk again. He said that he now doesn't think we're very good. Maybe, I mean, we could try again now, but I think he'll still be upset from the last time. Let me look at centre-backs on loan. Do you know what? Let's look at centre-backs on a free first, in case there are any. Finley, Jake O'Brien, have they come down on their demands, maybe? We can't afford that. Jake O'Brien loan, maybe. They want the full 24k, which we can't afford. That might still come down, though. I think the left back is a thing, yeah. Matt Target. Matt Target loan. I guess he'd want too much wages, but Matt Target loan? Yeah, they want 45k a week. That's not happening. You should not be upset. Last time you did not even get to talk terms. Yeah, that's true, but that's true, actually. We can try again. It's not like I let him down, is it? That's true. You're right. They now have to accept the same. Played well yesterday. Did he? Marcelino Nunez, not a left back, obviously. Lucas Engel. Let me look at left backs and centre backs, maybe. And then we'll look at loans as well, because there might be a better person on there. I do think that Jacob Ryan would answer a lot of questions if we wait till if we wait till deadline day, maybe that comes down a bit. Neto Borges. Is he any good? Anyone he's transfer listed. Let's look at loans quickly. Paul Barton. I assume that's a new gen. I kind of want to sign someone permanently. I was distracted by how much we earned from the City game. 700k. You think Neto Borges on a loan? He's only 600k to sign permanently. You think should sign what? Neto Borges? Is that what you think, chap? He's 29k, so I don't think we can afford this. He's going to want to... They want 23k a week. We can't afford it. We might be able to afford it if I adjust this again, but they won't... Oh, I can. That gives us what? 173, 174. Might be able to afford it, but I don't know. I think that's too much. Who else did I have on my shortlist? Let me just look. Owen Beck loan, maybe, actually. Let's check if Owen Beck will talk to us again. And then there was Reece Williams, Cakey. Cakey be good. I don't know if there is a loan. Too expensive. Way too expensive. Kiana Hoover can play left back. More so a right back, obviously. I think 17k, they probably want his wages as well. There's no one that really jumps out, is there? Norrington Davis. Brandon Williams is there. Gaiska Olaziola from Athletic Club. Thank you very much to Bill. Thank you for the 25 months of subscription. Legend. Legend. By the way, it's mental to think we are only just potentially a month and a half away from a new game. It's cool, isn't it? He's good, Davies. Norrington Davies, yeah. would do a job for us. He's on big wages, though. I don't think we can afford some of these just because of wages. Chat, I really need a wee. I'll be back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I need you to decide who we're going to sign on loan, okay? I'll be back in a second. I'm muted. On loan or permanent. You could you please yeah, just decide amongst yourselves. Thank you. Hello. I am back. Let me turn the music down. Hello. Right. Apologies. We're definitely chatting for who to sign. Don't worry, Clayts. Haaland, Mbappe. Great. Thanks. We boxed that off then. That's good work, everybody. Thank you very much for that. Right. Riveting. Hello, Ali. Welcome in. Sorry, I went to the bathroom and then I said hi to my child. Okay. DOF suggested. That's actually not a bad shout, is it? We haven't done that yet. Suggest targets, free transfer for left back. Logan Pie is available on a free. Now, we have used him in the past and he's okay. That's not too bad. What did you and other Liverpool fans genuinely make of the Salah quote saying Arsenal is favourites for the league? Just mind games are a bit surprised he didn't back yourselves. Bit surprised. I think he's just honest. I think Salah's quite honest. I think Salah's also was weird at the Ballon d'Or where he talked about like whether we were... Basically, someone said, are you better this year than last year? And he was like, no. I think Salah's a really, really quite blunt individual. And just speaks honestly. So I think he probably genuinely believes it. I don't think it's mind games. I think he genuinely thinks Arsenal are in a stronger position. It might be about like taking a bit of pressure off and stuff. He's also quite, maybe it's being humble. But I think he might just be worried about how many new players are coming through the door. And also a lot of his mates have now been sold. Like he loved playing with Darwin Núñez. Whatever you think of Darwin Núñez, Salah loved him. And now he's gone. Diaz has gone. Like, I think it was quite straight down the middle what he was saying. Yeah, I think I don't think it was mind games. Right, Logan Pie maybe not very good. Let's look at a loan first of all there before we continue. We could get this no name Kieran Campbell, who's 18, or Blair Ross. I have no idea how good these guys are, but I assume they're not going to be that good. Yeah, shocking that, Nicky. Shocking. Free transfer. Hayden Carter. This guy's 22. I am not moved. I am not moved. Let's look for loans. Yeah, I don't love any of these. I think our list is better. I think let's see if Owen Beck will talk to us. We just need him to talk to us for the transfer stuff. I did offer it, right? Yeah. We've got a game first. Does he talk? No, he's not interested. So I think we have to move on from Owen Beck. It's not happening. So we might be able to do Borges. I don't want to spend that much on a 31-year-old, I don't think. Is this guy good? Godwill Kukonki? Very quick centre-back. 6 foot. Is he good? I wish everyone would stop painting Arsenal as this club that the favourites win everything all the time, yet Liverpool always play themselves as the underdogs all the time. Don't know. Complete. Yeah, we could do complete win back as well. Also, you think City will be better this season? Yeah, I think you saw though with like the Spurs game. I think that's not going to be an instant thing, but yes, I think it's quite good in real life. Is he? Interesting. I mean, Brandon Williams is also at Swansea. They've got Owen Beck and Brandon Williams there. I know you couldn't see that. Steven Sessegnon. I am not moved by very many of these. Let me look for transfers. Even if they're not on a free, actually. Is that what I'm on now? Yeah. They don't have to be. Is this guy good? Lucas Engel? 4.6 million though. What's his wages? 22k. It's too much. Jay De Silva to play left back. We signed that Travis Akamia, didn't we, in the journeyman save? Brazilian man. I don't think we can afford Brazilian man. He's on 29k a week. Like if we buy him, we haven't got the money. And if we loan him, they want 23k a week, which we also can't afford. Like maybe it goes cheaper on deadline day, but right now we can't. I saw a video one night comparing Arsenal to Simeone's Atletico Madrid, and they're more frankly similar they are. I think it's just like maximizing effectiveness and efficiency across the pitch. It's not like it's a genuine thing. It's not just Arteta that does that. Like, yeah, Simeone does it loads. Like maximizing everything on the pitch. It's really not fun to watch, but it does work. Pundits make stuff up as well. Kara said at the end of last season, Arsenal have peaked, and on Monday said we finished third. Then Friday said we're favourites and Liverpool need time. Make it make sense. People can change their minds based on the recent things they've seen, though, Tyler. I feel like it's quite an emotional reaction here rather than Carragher could think that last year they peaked, and then on Monday think after they beaten Leeds, think that they'd finished third, and then on Friday when they've seen that Liverpool aren't quite as good, they can say that Liverpool need time. That's all of that's very rational. Not saying that Carragher is rational, but that can happen. Like Neville predicted Manchester United to finish in the top 4. I'll remind you. 2 seasons in a row. They had peaked, then and then this is like a new Arsenal and had a great summer. And also, you then compare that to you at that point. You think Liverpool have added loads of quality, and then you look at Liverpool now, and you're like, actually, it hasn't quite clicked yet. So you just changed it. I do feel like no one would ever give Arsenal the benefit of they need time, though. No, because they've been given loads of time, Tyler. You can't give give a team loads of time and then say, why doesn't everyone just say that they need time? It's because they've had loads of time. It's been 5 years. They've not won anything. This is I'm going to stop because I don't like talking to Arsenal fans. Yeah, it doesn't matter publicly. It's exactly. It doesn't matter what people are really saying about you. I think that's people get upset with what people are like say about your club, where it's like, well, if your club doesn't agree, then yeah, it doesn't matter. Let it all work out. If you are personally, if you are like, I'm really happy with where Arsenal are going, and the club are really happy with where Arsenal are going, why do you care what Jamie Carragher thinks? Like, you've got two, like, is those the 3 things that you need? Because also, if you've then got everyone who's saying that your team's really good, it's only pressure for then anyway. It's not a good thing. Yeah, exactly. Writing Verts off is a mental thing, isn't it? Like, as if he hasn't already shown in those games. Yes, he's not quite hit the heights, obviously. As if in those games he hasn't actually shown like flashes of what a ridiculous footballer he is as well. I hate modern day football conversations. They're just not very good. I think they're lacking in loads of like sense most of the time. All right. I don't know. I'm going to wait till deadline day. We're going to do a deadline day thing because then at least we get the Eddie Howe just become West Brom manager. I think so. At least we get the cheapest possible offers for people. Hodge is back as well. That's good news. Very low IQ, yeah. Right, let's holiday this game. We've got... Oh, this is a big game, actually. Reading are the team that are just below us, look. But let's holiday it and then do deadline day, I think. Tribal, yeah. Tribal without, though... You can be tribal, but I think you can still back it up with, like sense. Oh, look. Vetro came on and scored. We lost. That's not good. We've lost at home to Reading. Vetcher off the bench with a goal, but oh dear. Yeah, we've got a season to finish, exactly. We're bottling this. We're now in the final playoff spot. It's a bit scary. Yeah, let's lock in. Oh yeah, Nicky, so true. I hate the argument as well. Going, why do Liverpool and United get Carragher and Neville, and then like they're so biased towards their teams? They're so not. Carragher is at pains to be anti-Liverpool in his faux like place of like trying to look like he's not pro-Liverpool, and it's so much worse than just having nobody there. I don't want Carragher there not because I think he's biased, and not because I think he's like not. I just don't want him. I'd rather I'd rather there wasn't anybody there. Because it's this weird middle world where we get like Carragher, like, and it's only really apparent, I think, if you're a Liverpool fan, because it's not like anti-Liverpool, but he's like naggy, and like he's like a Twitter user doing commentary where he brings up like Twitter like narratives and things, and it's like, what are you on about? It's not even true. Carragher Neville is probably the most anti-Liverpool commentary pairing on Sky. Honestly, but I also know why other people would look at it and go, he's so pro-Liverpool. Because I think the lens that you look at everything through just like changes it, doesn't it? But yeah, he's not good representation of like how normal Liverpool fans are feeling, I don't think. Bring back Chris Kamara. What a man, yeah. Right, let's take part because we have players to try and sign. We've got Rotherham tomorrow. Let's look now at some of our Jake O'Brien especially. It's 40. What do they want? They want 24k. It's not come down, is it? So Jake O'Brien's not happening. Neto Borges is now doable. Let's do this. It's a lot of money, but Neto Borges can join on loan for the rest of the season, and we pay him 14k a week. Lots of money, but it does give us a left back for the season. That can work. Look at Vincent Harp. He's a left back. Don't know how good he is, though. Where's Jeff Stelling when you need him? Is he on TalkSport? When they do rate their own teams, the fans have to eat their words afterwards. Arsenal are getting off the hook by having less wild ones, make the pundits. Yeah. I mean, Arsenal, to be fair, have like, you've got like Henry, you've got people in there who are actually just more, it's better. I think it's better to have those people who are a little bit more level headed rather than like, I don't know, Carragher and Neville are like the poster boys of like, of clickbait opinions, isn't it? Slightly different situation, but remember how pro Hartlepool Jeff Skilling was? Yeah, he was. He was. That was good. That's fine because no one cares. Like, everyone's happy to want Hartlepool to do well. Henry's very chill. I like him. I like Henry. And Henry is very Arsenal, obviously. And I like him. Ian Wright, very Arsenal. He also does love Liverpool, I have a feeling. I really like him. Theo Walcott, even, actually thinks about what he's saying, but obviously very Arsenal. Henry has got a lot better. Yeah, I agree with that. He's got a lot better. Very enjoyable to listen to. He has got a lot better. But that's like that. I'd much prefer to have that representation than Carragher. And I don't dislike Carragher. I just don't. I think he's more. I just don't think he's. I just think he's a bit over the top and zealous. Carragher's been class in the last 2 times he's played Jews. You would say that. I think he's been awful because I think he's been anti-Liverpool, and I think that's refreshing when you're watching a team play against Liverpool and you're watching it and you're like, this is so much better. He's not being pro-Liverpool, but I think he's actively being anti-Liverpool. Yeah, like, and that's horrible when you're like, what? It's all opinion. Yeah, all of it's opinion, exactly. Which is why, going back to the original things, which is why we started this from Tyler, is that I just think it, like, I just don't agree with it because it's just opinions. I'd rather. Okay. Reece Oxford is back from his injury, but now has a cold. That's a shame. Reckon higher up say to them, you need to stop being so biased. Maybe. I don't know if they actually actively get told that. But if you were put in, so Will, if you were put in, if you were put in to commentate on your team and you wanted to do a good job, you would actively be looking for the things to say against your team because you didn't want to come across as biased. There's like a subconscious anti-bias going on there. And I think we'd all do that. And it's completely explainable and it's normal, but it doesn't make for great viewing when it's like, I don't think you actually even think that. I think you're trying to go out of your way to say things against what you actually think because you don't want to come across as being biased. And then you get this weird world where it's disingenuous. Do you use the editor to play as DOF or is your manager in the role of assistant manager? The manager is an assistant manager. Our manager is Juan Mata. He's the assistant manager in the game. We've offered Josh Brownhill a contract. Wow. I hope Milner becomes a pundit. He's been in half the Premier League. Can't be biased. That's true. Never been at Arsenal, though. And he absolutely hates United. So there is that. He's been at Leeds, Liverpool, City. He hates United. Neville has hardly been complimentary about United at times. No, because he likes that's true, because he likes the narrative of like tearing them down, which like it's not pro United, but then at other times he massively backs them. Same with Carragher. Help me out here. I have a few 18 to 19-year-old players in my academy that are not quite ready to start. Should I loan them out for more games or keep them in the team for better training? I'd loan them out if they're going to play. Make sure they play on the loans, though, personally. That's what I would do. Yeah, Tyler, I do agree with that. I know what you mean. I've had it referee my sister's team when I was younger. I definitely subconsciously gave stuff to the opposition to avoid favourites. It's unavoidable. It's human nature. But it also, in a professional sense, you're like, I wish I wasn't having to deal with this, to like put up with this. Because I know it's not what he really thinks. It's almost like pandering to the other people. And it feels like, well, it feels like he's like pandering to the other people. It's so true. Neto Borges is going to come in on a deadline day loan. It's a lot of money, but it's only for a season. So I think we're okay with it. Does help us out at the back. I think I'm all right with it. It means that January, we have signed Vetro, Rig, Silva, and then Borges, the left back. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's get them registered. Don't need to register the others. What? Let us watch football without commentary. That'd be great. Please. Also, I do hate it. Have you ever watched like a game? Or like, you know, when you go to a game and you have like this, you have like this opinion, this feeling about how the game went. And then you read on Twitter the reaction to it. And you're like, what? And you realise it's all these people who are always one extreme or the other. It's either the best thing ever or the worst thing ever. And you've watched it and you're like, that was all right. That was fine. It wasn't the best. This can be improved, but that was okay. I get that all the time. I always watch a first half of like a Liverpool game, go in the Discord or go on Twitter at half time, and I see people slating it. I'm like, that's fine. Like, you don't have to win every game 5-0 at half time. Like, that's fine. And then I see people like, I don't know. I hate that. But that is literally the world we live in, isn't it? Yeah, were you watching the same game as me? Yeah. Right, I've registered those. That's good. Right, what we're going to do now, once this window closes, is we're going to go a month at a time to finish this season. And I have a feeling it's not going to go well based on the form. Let's go and watch. Let's watch. No, do you know what? Let's go and do that. It's deadline. Is the deadline closed? Yes. So we are done. We are going to go now to the end of February and find out how Juan Mata has done in these games. Rotherham away. Stop 3 away games in a row, 2 home games, and then an away game. We play any of the... We'll play Rotherham a 4th, Stockport a 2nd. Then we got some lower team. Then Oxford a 3rd. So we do play a lot of rivals in this month. Do you think Slot should be sacked if they don't win 4-0 today? Yes. Just be there not having to see people call the things cringe or whatever. Oh, for sure, yeah. For sure. Let's do this. Tribute to Watch Map. What is this, Otto? What is this? That's going to get DMCA'd. I'm going to have to watch it without sound. Do you know what, chat? I'm going to let you do this. You can watch this in your own time. Here's a tribute to Watching Man. I'm going to put it in the YouTube chat as well for you. Before I get the stream cancelled. Okay, we're going to go to the 1st of March and find out how he does. I'm a bit worried about how he's going to do here. Who do you think wins the league? Liverpool, Arsenal, or City? IMO. Yeah, Watchman's away. Okay, let's find out how he does. It's his theme song. Nice. Mata sacked by March. I mean, do you reckon? Do we sack him? Probably not. I have that with individual performance, especially. The number of times that I've thought Szoboszlai played incredibly, covered every blade of glass. It's always been our most... Only to go online and read it. It's had a stick. Yeah, it's because he's not... Because he's not been what people wanted him to be. Like, he wasn't like the creative number 10, but you're like, well, I don't think that was actually his job. Like, I think the manager would be really happy with him. That tribute is beautiful. Scrum Bum, thank you very much for the primer. Appreciate you. Vardy's going to Serie A, a bit of a random one. Is that going to the... Is he going to like Cremonense or whatever it was? Or the one that Indy Kayla said about the other day? That's fun. Yeah, I get it completely the same though, Millennium, yeah. Is it actually? Wow. Indy undefeated still. Don't get Pav started on Indy Kayla, by the way. Oof. Oof. me down. Shock Milan isn't in for Vardy. They do love a bad deal for an old player. They do, don't they? Right, chat. Are we ready? Yeah, I saw that. Rebecca probably wants somewhere warmer. Yeah, and some nice shops, Italy, etc. Where do you reckon we are in the league? We're a month down. Where do you reckon we are in the league? Did you use message boards like 6 weeks before social media? Yeah, yeah. Not use them, but read them, basically. Do you reckon 10th? Do you reckon 2nd? Do you reckon 15th? Probably not 15th. First? That'd be good, wouldn't it? I don't think that's going to happen. Indian Joy, always, James, always. The GOAT. 3rd, we are. There's a win at the end of it. 5th in the league. That's okay. 68 points, 4 points off 2nd. That's okay, right? We were 6th before it. And we've actually, even if they win their game in hand, it's not assured yet, but that's all right. Let's have a look at the results in February then. Oh, he's got himself onto a lovely run of games. Go on, Juan. We lost to Rotherham, but they were, I think they're 2nd, aren't they? Beat Stockport. Frankie Bishop, 93rd minute winner. Come on. We have to have a look at this one, of course. 93rd minute winner to win away at Stockport. Local rivals-ish. Definitely local rivals to FC United anyway. Hodge into Duomo. In behind for Bishop. Smashes it in. Look at that beautiful kit, by the way. FM Kit Creator. So that gives us a win there. Did not deserve it, but we'll take it. Chido Obi Martin. He got the assist as well, Bishop. 8.3. The camera's cool, isn't it, behind the goal? I actually quite like doing that. We then beat Wickham from behind to win 2-1. Reece Oxford winner. 2-0 against Leyton Orient. Again, relatively late. 70th minute and then a 96th minute goal from Kouassi. And then, again, late show to... Oh, we actually conceded 97th minute in this game. Almost another win. But Rigg scored in the 81st minute. Neto Borges from left back, by the way. How many games has he played now? He's played 5, so he's basically playing every game. He is playing as an inverted left back every game, look. That's fun. 5 out of 6 possible. And then finally a 3-0 win. Vetro scored. Chido Obi Martin scored twice. That is cool. That is very cool. Chido Obi Martin is joint top goal scorer with Dane Scarlett. We are going to go again. Have I missed anything big? Oh, how's Jebison doing? How's been playing for Carlisle? Anything big that I've missed in here? Sadie's happy to stay. Just have a quick scroll through and check, basically. Whilst I've been on holiday. Whilst I've been in the Maldives. Injury to Ricker. Oof. Not as important because we signed Borges. So we'll probably be all right with that. Can I get one matter? Another coaching thing as well. What are we on now? Where does it say it on here? Continental City studying already for his Continental B. That's fine. Youth intake will be happening in April, I think. Not that it's going to be good. Oh, it's in March. So at the end of this month, we'll be able to see our intake as well. Okay. Do we go another month? Next month's fixtures are... We play away at Bradford, who are 16th. At home to Crawley, who are 20th. Away at... I mean, these are good fixtures. We do play top of the league derby at home. And then we play at home to 17th as well. Those aren't bad fixtures. Matters at the wheel, everybody. If we're still in the playoffs at the end of this month, we'll probably be secure in the playoffs, I'm going to guess. If we have a good month, we secure playoff spots. And then we get to go and watch those games in today's stream to finish off the season. Yeah, Derby, the only really big, tricky game in that. I know you can't see this, but that's why I put them on the right-hand side here. Derby is basically the hardest game, isn't it? Okay, we need to watch Derby. Need a win to try and catch them. I don't think we're going to catch them. They're on 78 points. We're 10 points behind them. We're not catching them anyway, I don't think. So I think we're going to go to the end of the month. We're going to go... Let's go to the 31st of March and see what happens. Matters at the wheel. My voice isn't working. Come on. What do you reckon now then? Predictions. Where do you think we're going to be at the end of this month? I guess you can actually kind of see it at the top. We're 5th now. If that goes up, we've beaten Crawley. If it goes down, we've lost to them. If it stays the same, who knows what's happened. We've gone to 6th. Do we go back up with because it's a game in hand? We're up to 5th again. Could be a draw. 23rd away from home. We're 6 before the game. Be nice if we could go back to 5th at least here. We go... Oh, we stayed 6th. We've dropped a place. And we play Derby at home. And they're top. Ooh, this isn't good. This isn't good. 20th after a points penalty. That could happen. Right, Derby at home. It's quite a long way in the future. Matter out. How do you simulate so fast? The simulation speed, are we to do with what PC you've got, how many leagues you've got loaded, and a combination of those things. Let's see. Derby at home. If we move to 5th here, we'll know. Oh, we did. We've beaten Derby there, haven't we? We've beaten Derby for sure. To go up to 5th after playing top of the league. That's fun. Well, it could have been a draw, I suppose, but I reckon we might have just beaten them. Right, we're back for our youth intake now. Might have got a point, yeah. Youth intake and we'll find out. Where do you reckon we are then? You know where we are. We're 5th. We have... Oh, my word. It's not been a great month. We drew to Derby. We didn't win a game in March. Oh, God. This is going to go right down to the wire, isn't it? We lost to Bradford and then drew the rest of the games. And late... Oh, it was a 95th minute penalty conceded against Crawley. And then we were actually 2-1 down and scored in the 78th minute. And then 0-0 with Derby. It means we're on 71 points having played an extra game. Lincoln, do we play Lincoln? Lincoln play Bolton now. We can actually find out what their result is. If they win that game at home to Bolton, they go above us and we're down to 6. New manager bounce needed. That's quite cutthroat, isn't it? Matt has been pecked by the chickens. He has, yeah. Who do we play? We play Charlton. We play Notts County. We play Barnsley. And we finish away at Wrexham. No teams in the top 10 in the last 4. It's basically, can we survive our way into the playoffs, isn't it? Oh, my Lord. We want to be in good form. What a month it was before as well. We can't sack Matter now for being in the playoff spots. Chat, let's be serious. I agree it's not been great form, but that's 1 month of... We only lost once. If we fail to get playoffs by the end of the season, new manager probably needed. There might be a conversation. If we miss out on the playoffs, is there then a conversation? I don't think it's definitely that we should sack him, but I think there might have to be a vote. I don't know. What's your thoughts? That still feels harsh to me. Promotional sack. That's not, nah. I think if he gets playoffs, he gets the benefit of the doubt. I think before the season, we want it. Chat is being Twitter. It is. Matter out is actually in the chat. Chat is being very Twitter. I think if he gets playoffs, his job is safe. Personally. Obviously, I'm open for your input. That's what this save is all about. If he misses playoffs, I think there is a conversation to have. But I still would probably err on the side of... He's done quite a lot for us, hasn't he? And also, yeah, there's obviously... Who would we replace him with, etc. He's sat in the rain playing with his tactics board. It's time to go. Where's the real one, Matt? We need an explanation. We do, don't we? I've had enough of this 4-3-3 tippy-tappy bollocks. Welcome to Wrexham, my hometown. Don't tell the NZ governments. same amount. Yeah, fair. I think if we get playoffs or near enough, it's fine. I think near enough might be a conversation, but if we get the playoffs, I think we're good. I think now, should we go... Let's go 2 games and see where we're at. Also, before we do that, do we have any injuries actually? Because is there a bit of... No. We've not even got injuries to really blame for this. We've given him new signings in the January. Vetro scored twice off the bench, look. Frankie Bishop has now got 7 goals. 24 goals for Obi Martin. Dyche to Wigan. Oh, there is There is a conversation, isn't there? Okay. We're going to first of all go and find out whether Lincoln win their game. Oh, actually, who's... Oh, his contract's up. His contract also expires in the summer. I actually do need to keep an eye on that because if he rejects that contract, we lose him anyway. So we do need... But we won't offer him it yet because obviously we don't know if we want to keep him. Player contracts that are up. So annoying that Sadie won't sign a new contract and we got a 1.7 mil bid for him and now we can't keep him. That's really annoying. They're all rubbish. I think we let all of them go. Or they don't want to sign anyway. I think let's go and see how Lincoln have done. There's that game. Okay. Lincoln only draw. If Rotherham win, they go above us. Or if they draw, they go above us. We are 1 point clear of 7th place. We're also 4 points behind 4th. Oof. Now we need to have a look at our intake. Did we get any good players? That is a good point. Did we get any good players? No. There's the keeper, Ben Kitchen. Ridiculous name. He's 6'4". To be fair, he looks all right. We'll look at the next round of games in a second. Ben Kitchen, welcome to the club. Damien Morris, Emmanuel Bakari, Edson McLeod, Ross Nugent, Mark Conlon, Kevin Pearce, Ryan Roberts, Omar Darbo, Ricardo Bamba. You can't see these. Let me just move myself out of the way for a second. Ricardo Bamba, Aaron Murphy, Derry Hines, Paul Grant, Blair Jack, Alex Huey, and Cole Shaw. Kitchen is cooking. Throw the kitchen sink at Kitchen. No wonder he's a keeper and his surname's Kitchen. Good with his hands. I mean, rubbish. Pretty rubbish. I'll see what they recommend and sign those ones, but they don't look great, do they? We'll sign Kitchen. Bakari did well in the game. Oh no, that was them evaluated. Right. We'll sign the recommended ones. Let's see. This is our run-in. Oh, look, it gives you all of the games. All of the teams' run-ins. We play Charlton, Notts County, Barnsley, Wrexham. Nobody in the top 10, look. Who do? I guess we need to look at Rotherham and Lincoln, really, isn't it? Rotherham play... Oh, my word. That's an easy run as well. 19th, 16th, 20th, 11th, and 8th away. They do have 5 games, obviously. Notts County... Lincoln play Reading away. That's difficult. Why don't we look at managerial options at the end of the season? Yeah, we can do. We can do. It's a bit an annoying thing to find them, basically. You have to do a lot of filtering, which is why I usually do them off, but possibly. Take Lincoln's manager. We could do that. Well, now. We're going to go. Well, I'm going to go. Let's go past Charlton and Notts County and be back on the 11th of April and see where we stand after 2 more games. And I'm a bit worried. Let's see how it goes. Despite public support, Clayts rubbishes contract talks. He would like the team to focus on promotion push. And a contract will be reviewed at the end of the season. Yes, that is true. All right. Notts County away first. When did I say we're coming back? Was it the 11th? Did we play a game then? Did I miss a game? I think we just played the game and I didn't see it. And we're still 5th. So that's not a bad thing. Right? Where are we after this? Oh, it's squeaky bun time. What do you reckon? 4th, 5th or 6th? We're probably not 4th. 5th or 6th or 7th, chat. After those games. We are... It's a win and a loss. We're 5th. We've got a 3-point gap. Oh, my word, it's so close. If Bolton win their game in hand, they go to 73. Oh, my word, it's so close. I know how you've been looking for manager, but do we look at someone who's been doing well elsewhere, like a club, and then use editor? Possibly, yeah. Possibly, yeah. We can have a scout around. Maybe I'll put one of those as one of the options, and we could do it that way. Chat, this is really tight and I don't like it. Rotherham, how has their form been? They just lost to Peterborough. That's good. They've got 3 games to go. They've got a game in hand over us. Could push us into 6. Bolton was 17th when they signed Ramsey. They actually were. They must be on a hell of a run of form. They're not stopping anytime soon, are they? They've got Stockport, who are 4th, though. And then they do play Rotherham. That's actually good. Bolton play Rotherham, and Bolton are in ridiculous form. Did they play us in this time? Hey! Buddy! How you doing, buddy? Thank for the raid. Big raid. Welcome in, dude. Hope your stream was good. Raiders, you join us at the end of our season in our DOF. Is it season 3? Juan Mata has been tasked with getting us into the playoffs, and it's squeaky bum time with 2 games to go. Is Ramsey scoring loads for them as well? Makes me sad. Plays in midfield. Oh my word, he's been brilliant. He's been brilliant. Oh Christ. Okay. I guess we do it game by game now. Let's get ourselves... The game is in 9 days. We play Barnsley. I wonder if there's any games played by other teams in that time. Let's go and find out. Let's go to next match and see. Should have thrown everything to sign him. I thought we had. I think I offered above what he asked for, didn't I? I thought we'd made him a really good bid. And then Bolton gave him way above what he was asking for. But yeah, in hindsight, that's easy to say, isn't it? Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. Hope you're good. Hope the stream was good. Do we watch the Wrexham game? Last game of the season, I think we do, don't we? I think we do. Let's see where we're at now. If games in hand have been played. We are 6th. It's 3 points. Okay, so Lincoln are in terrible form. Lincoln haven't won since the 2nd of Feb. And they're the team that's below us. Bolton must have just dropped points. They just lost to Stockport. So quite suddenly, we're actually in a good position here. If we win against either Wrexham or Barnsley, if we win this home game against Barnsley, we're in, right? Because we'd be 3 points clear with a better goal difference. So do we watch the Barnsley game? And then we go and play the playoffs. I think that's what we do. Quite quickly there, it's turned in our favour again, isn't it? Morgan says, first FM save, what team we saying? Hamburg. Up the mighty posh, yeah. Okay. Watch both very close. Well, I think if we win our game, we go to 77. The most that they could then get is 77. So it comes down to goal difference, and it doesn't look like they're going to win. They're going to win both games. Like they play away at Reading last game of the season as well. I guess we watch this one though. Let's go. Let's get watching man back from the Maldives. Has he been offered any more jobs yet? No. Dandino. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it. Matt, I better not Benji bottle this. He better not. No. Right. Matter on holiday. Watching man. We are ready. If we beat Barnsley, I think we're in. I think we're a playoff team. Shame Matt. I know he didn't get the Marine job. It's a shame, isn't it? Tassart. Thank you very much. Or Tassart. I don't know how to say your name. Thank you for the primer. Appreciate you, buddy. Teach me how to say your name. Ross might be about to buy himself some more time. Do you think so? Are they winning? Interesting. Right, here we go. We are in our blue kit. I saw Palacios. I don't see Frankie Bishop. Oh my word, what is he doing? Chris Rigg plays right wing. Frankie Bishop is not in the squad. I assume that's an injury then. We've got Neto starts left back. Almeida right back. Oxford and Lawal. There is no Big George in our defence, is there? Bogard, Palacios, Hodge, Rigg, Kouassi, Obi Martin. I mean, it's a good team, but Chris Rigg right wing is an interesting one. Kouassi corner early. Obi Martin. Oh, I was offside, was it? What do you think of the whole Emmy Martinez situation? It's a weird one, isn't it? It's odd. It seems strange that United have left it this late. We got a pen. What was that for? I have no idea. Bogard with the penalty. Get it in. We lead against Barnsley, and that could be the goal that puts us into the playoff spots. Could be. Possibly. There's a long way to go. Let's have a look at other results and look at the league table. It puts us 6 points clear of 7th place. Goal, 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 goal. I'd like another one, please. TalkSport phone in if we lose, yeah. And what people think we should do with Mata, yeah. Kouassi! Oh, over. Good effort. 6 points, although Lincoln haven't played. So it would be... They could get a gain closer. Kouassi free kick. Is he going to shoot near post? Oh my word, what a free kick. Sad that a season takes hours, otherwise would be my fave game. Do it like this. We've done half a season today. I mean, yeah, to be fair, we could do it a bit quicker, but we've done half a season in about 20 minutes here. Do it like this. Do it, DOF save. I think they could replace me with Diogo Costa, who's insane for me, and Martinez has been mistake crazy. I think Martinez would be an upgrade, but I also am Emi Martinez skeptical too. That's a lovely free kick, wasn't it? Okay, we're looking good. Who else are playing? Port Vale I think Bolton are losing. We looked at their form and they're doing brilliantly, and then all of a sudden they've fallen off a cliff, haven't they? Obi Martin for 3. Juan Mata is taking us to the playoffs, and that means we've got some more games to go and watch today. Obi Martin with a lovely goal. Joe Hodge takes it in his stride, plays him in behind. That's a lovely goal. Near post, little clip finish. Look. Oh, actually sweeps it. I think Watchman can leave now. He probably could, actually. We probably don't need to watch the rest of this. Do you think Villa can go and get Diogo Costa? I don't know. That feels ambitious, but if they could, then yeah. Premier League wrapped up. Huh? For us. Martin. Oof. All right, I think... No, we'll watch the second half. We can watch the second half. I'm thinking about leaving because, like, we've got other games here. We've got other... Oh, playoffs wrapped up. Yeah, that makes more sense. Playoffs are basically wrapped up, I think. We've got to keep an eye on... So what are Bolton doing? Bolton are 1-0 down to Port Vale. Lincoln haven't played yet. So they'd go to 74. They'd be 3 points off us, but we've got a much better goal difference. And we've actually improved our goal difference here as well. I'm an Inter Milan supporter, so I don't fully know the situation, but it looks a bit weird. Yeah. It's an odd one, yeah. It's good, especially as it's so late now. Burning through the streets of Babylon. Yeah. Right. 10 to play. We have been much the better team against Barnsley here. Completely outplayed them. Port Vale are 2-0 up against Bolton. That does actually really help us because Port Vale can't catch us, and Bolton, if they'd have won, they technically could if we hadn't won. So yeah, it doesn't really change anything to us. It's all about that Lincoln result, really, isn't it? This should be full time. They might get a goal back here. Not that it will matter. Wilkinson, Russell, Hayes. It's good football. He's offside in the middle. He's going to pass to him. No, they're going to get a goal back. It's going to bounce in. Right, ridiculous. It's a Sam Tickle own goal. We don't have to pay the clean sheet bonuses, though. Nobody minds that. Does bring our goal difference down a little bit, but I don't think it's going to matter. We've won another game. We can go now. I think, let's go up to the last game of the season. But I think we can relax for that game and go straight to the playoffs now. I think Juan Mata, with that, may have just saved his job. Do we think? Gave it a little tickle. He did, didn't he? You need to go on holiday as well. But you can just do it indefinitely, though. Are you coming back? Are we on match day? Yes. So, basically, do I need to play this game or are we in the playoffs confirmed? We're confirmed in the playoffs. We could still finish above Rotherham to get a better game. At the moment, we'd be playing Reading, who have finished on 85 points. If we win this, we could be playing Stockport instead. Mata has to be saved. I think so. Watchman has seen some stuff. Yeah. Shall we offer Juan Mata the new contract then? I kind of think we should. It might be... I think we should reward him. What do you think, chat? What's the date now? 2027. Do we give him 2 years on his contract? Sign him for another 6 to 12 months. I reckon 2 years for a new manager contract. And then obviously we can still sack him anyway. Nah. I don't think we'd get rid of him. We can give him a 1 year extension maybe. Let's do 1 year. An extension so that he doesn't go out of contract, and we can always still sack him, especially if it's a year. Wait till after to avoid the distractions. I think it's a good, like, yeah, maybe. I think it's a show of faith. It's a relax because you can do like, we got you, regardless, but try and win. 1 year, it's cheaper when you're gonna sack him. Yeah. Okay. Matt will lead the team to glory. He has done so far. Right. We're going to find out whether we win our last game. Well, we did. No, we didn't. We drew, but we finished 5th. Rotherham have lost on the last day to Bolton, and we actually will be playing Stockport. We finished the season, chat, on 78 points, and we finished 5th. We will be going into the playoffs, and we play Stockport in the first playoff game. Interesting. That's a difference. On the last day, it didn't look like we're going to finish 5th for quite a while there, did it? Palacios got himself 10 league goals and assists combined. Fair enough. Well done to you. Where do we get the draw for these games? Is it 2 legs? I think it's 2 legs in League One, right? Matt will lead us to glory. I agree. Right. Need to watch the playoffs. Exactly, yes. And we are getting to the point where we need to get a wriggle on. We're mainly on Matter work permit. That's fine. We still haven't... We've got playoffs, but we haven't got the actual... Oh, here we go. They've not been drawn, technically. You think Watchman is doing some illegal stuff in the Maldives? I think that's possibly true. I think that also could have influenced him not getting the job at Marine. Possibly. Right, when's this draw? I know who we're going to get. Oh, Jefferson got Player of the Month for Carlisle. He scored 6 in 4. What? That's in our league. What has Daniel Jefferson just gone to do? 9 in 14. I mean, maybe they will sign him permanently. What a run of form. Go on, Dan. Fair play. Another year just because of this. Lol. What? Just because of the 5th, you mean? What, finishing 5th? Johnny Jackson sacked. He's just told Wigan this is what you're missing out on. Yeah, he really has. Maybe we bring him back for next year, especially if we don't go up. He's shown he can score goals in this league. Right, when are we getting this draw? Still not. All right, here we go. Playoff draw was just done. So, Watching Man can now go here and he can go and watch both of these, and we will now go with Juan Mata. It's today. All right, it's today. We can now go on holiday. First leg of the playoffs. Huge game. We play at home first of all against Stockport County. I mean, the stream ends very suddenly if we do go out, I suppose. There is that, isn't there? Can Juan Mata get us to the championship? It comes down to the playoffs. Will he use Frankie Bishop? Let's find out. The Wigan team is as follows. There is no Frankie Bishop in that team. I didn't check if he's injured, but it's again Chris Rigg out wide, I think. I'm actually going to go and check. Is he in? That's the wrong team. Is he injured? Disaster, yeah. The Wigan team. Frankie Bishop. He's not injured. He's just not getting in the squad. I'll talk about his contract. Oh, good. Okay. That's weird. No, he played the last game. He wasn't on the bench, was he? He's not made the bench. That's weird. He's used Chris Rigg and then not even put him on the bench. That surely must be an injury thing. He hasn't gone back already, has he? No, he hasn't, because the other loanies are still here. Either way, we're underway. Maybe suspended? Not sure. Weird one. Maybe Chris Rigg's popping off, but even then you'd expect him to be on the bench, wouldn't you? Considering he started the last game. You kind of need him. Chido Obi Martin has picked up an injury. We've brought Christian Sadie on already. We've just got an injury to Obi Martin. That's huge. And not in a good way. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Maybe there's a fallout between them, yeah. You want to give this Arteta wannabe a contract? Already have. Too late. Aston Villa are closing in on Victor Lindelof deal. That's weird, isn't it? Maybe he's knackered. He could be. Neto Borges, by the way, 6.3. 0-0 at half-time in the home leg. Are we worried? Could be loan limit in the squad, actually, Kazi. You might be right. That could be true. And he's just gone for Neto Borges instead. It might be the loan limit. That's why he's not on the bench. We've scored a goal. It's Kouassi. It's a horrible, horrible bit of goalkeeping. We lead in the playoffs, though. That is a lovely little bit of luck. I'm pretty sure the goalkeeper should do better here. Was it deflected, or was this just rubbish from the keeper? It's just rubbish from the keeper. We'll take it. We'll take it. I mean, it's been a pretty boring game. But at the moment, it's okay. Because we do lead. Also in the other game, Rotherham are leading against Reading in the other game. That's against... I mean, it's the home team's leading, but Reading are the better team there. Yeah, look, no hands. Yeah, I hope that injury to Chido Obi isn't too bad, because it means that Vetro is going to have to start, or he might start Sadie, considering he brought Sadie on here. Or he's given it away. He's given... We've lost the... We're going to win it. No, we're not. We've won it back. Yes, we have. Chris Rigg's got it. Look at the space out this side. Or go that side. Hodge. It's come to Chris Rigg. Cross it. Finish it. Oh, what a save. That was a hell of a chance. An insane chance. For 2-0, and that could have been crucial for the second leg. Keeper claims that. That was a big save, wasn't it? Oh, dear. Right. Any more subs I didn't see? Good tackle from Neto Borges. Gives the... Oh, he doesn't give the ball away. Sadie's in here. He's in behind. He's gone onto his left foot. Oh, the defender got back. Keeper made the save. Another chance. Atkinson's on. Great management, yeah. We've had chances to make this too. Corner. Christian Sadie's there. Palacios is there. He's lost it. He's won it. He's got it back. That was another chance. XG must be... I was going to say it must be piling up. I guess they weren't easy chances, were they? They're still... The shots were taken from quite far out. I thought Clark Salter was going to foul him last man as well, but he didn't. All right, we're into added time. We're going to take... I think we take a 1-0 lead. I think we'd be okay with that. It gives us a slight advantage. It's not an easy job in the second leg, but it's not a bad position to be in. We are going to go with a 1-0 lead. Reading did equalise. So Reading have given themselves a really good chance there. We will go... How bad was the injury? Oh, that could be such bad news. It probably means that Frankie Bishop's back in the squad, though, if it was loan limits. Chido Obi Martin is out for 4 to 7 weeks. Kouassi is out for 1 to 3 days. The game is in 2 days. I can't really rest them because it's not really my job. That's not great. What's the day? We're going to go to the 8th on holiday. Thank you, Peter. I did tell him to go to the game, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Stockport Wigan. Second leg. I'm a bit worried about those injuries. They could be really game-changing. Let's see what team he's gone for. Here is that second leg. It is going to be Master Trainer Regime. It is. That's their team. Who's he got up front? It's Christian Sadie up front. Frankie Bishop on the right. Kouassi does make it. Rig, Palacios, and I didn't see the other midfielder, but Bishop is in the team. And if you need a hero, he's usually the man. Oh, did he just... he's immediately put Kouassi at left back. What was that change? Did you see that? He just made a change immediately. Kouassi's playing left back. Palacios left wing. Who was at left back then? What did he just do? That was weird. It was Kouassi left wing. Was it Bogard at left back and he's just moved them around? He's playing our winger at left back. What is this? Well, it's like the opposite of Arteta now. You saw that, right? Where it moved. Right. First highlight. It's Tickle Long. Stockport have the ball back. A Congo Belongo. That's not his name. A Kono Belongo. Back post header. Bounces down over. Oh my word. It's... Ooh. Bishop is still alive. Yes. I think it is the low. I think Kaza was right. I think it's the amount of low knees in the team. So now that Obi Martin isn't in the team. That's why. Right. It's like when Son played left wing. All right. He's changed it again. He's gone back to Bogard left back. Kouassi left wing. That was the change that he's making. Look, it's weird. Moving Palacios out wide. This is much more everyone in their right positions. Half an hour played. We still have the 1-0 lead. You don't know what you do. He's doing fine. He's winning the game. These fans are cutthroat. He's trying to confuse the opponent. Yeah. I mean, first half. They've had the chances, according to the stats. Only the one highlight. We do still lead 1-0 on aggregate. And it is half-time. We're 45 minutes away from the playoff final. He's brought on Ricker at left-back for Bogard. A more natural left-back now. How's the opponent meant to know what Mata's doing when Mata doesn't know what he's doing? Yeah, it's true. It's been a quiet game from, well, basically all of our players. We have a corner to them. It's headed over. Hello, JDL. Welcome in. We should be fine if we can avoid conceding. We will be fine if we can avoid conceding. That's just a fact. Half an hour to play. He's done Bogard off and Kouassi off. He's brought on Atkinson on the left-hand side, who's already knackered and not playing well. Interesting. There is 20 to play. There's another sub there. Duomo is playing false 9. This manager. He's doing his coaching badges and now he's gone all weird with it. Sub the tired players. Reese, I don't know if you've been watching, but I'm not managing the team. You do keep suggesting things like this. They're on the attack. Stockport with 10 to play. Gone wide. It's okay. He's gone full pep. Yeah, we've got a midfielder playing false 9 right now. There's 10 to play. 6.4 Bishop. 6.4 Atkinson. There's 5 minutes. It says Wigan are in their groove. We've had one shot on target. We've got an attack. Chris Rigg. George Alexander. Big George over. That would have sealed it. It's 1-1 in the other game still. That's going to extra time. They've got the keepers up for Stockport in the attack and we're not seeing it. The time's up, referee. We're going to Wembley. We're going to Wembley. There will be a playoff final. Mata has taken us to Wembley this season. It's an absolute... I mean, we've got so many defenders and midfielders on that pitch. We've got Guomo playing striker. What is Juan Mata up to? But whatever he's up to, it's working. It'll be Reading. They did win it in extra time. That's a really tough game. The ticks are off to Wembley, though. Confirmed. The playoff final. Why can't I attend that? Because it's unknown still. The playoff final will be played. It doesn't say when. Oh, we're going to finish today's stream where we find out whether we're going up to the championship. And he might actually do it. It wasn't convincing, but he got the job done, though, didn't he? He did actually win it. Right, the game is in 7 days against Reading. I still can't... Oh, can I now? Yeah, I can. I can now make sure that we attend that. Can I do it there? No. Right, Watching Man is going. Watching Man, will leave him. I guess we go. Let's just go to like the day before and see what the injury situation is like. Next match is 15th. So let's go to the 14th. Wembley Juan Mata. What a wonderful phrase. It is, isn't it? It's a Wembley Juan Mata. Right. We can go to the 14th as well. Cliffhanger for next stream? No. Nah, we'll play it. We'll play it. I like your thinking, Mallow, but we'll play it. All right. It's the 14th. It's the day before. I just want to check in with injuries and things like that. Oh, they're giving him his Continental A license. He's on his way. He's well on his way to the Continental A license now. No wonder he started playing false nines and the like. Oh, that's bad news. Our left back's got food. Do you know what this means, chat? Neto Borges has food poisoning. He doesn't play. Do you know who it does mean does play? That Loney can't play. So Frankie Bishop is in the team. I think. Unless he's injured. Chido Obi Martin is injured. The rest of the team is fit and firing. Chris Rigg is upset. George Byers. We've got interest in Lamar Bogard. I was going to say that'll be good money. Something to think about in the summer. All right. Let's go on holiday. Let's go and find out whether Juan Mata can do the business. Whether Frankie Bishop can score a Wembley goal. Oh, it'd be good. Oh, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? How does Watchman afford these matches? He hasn't worked for 5 years. He's got something going on. Something going on. Maybe Bishop poisoned him. Maybe he did. Welcome to Wembley for the League One playoff final 2020. I want to say 7. Wigan. Frankie Bishop starts. Christian Sadie leads the line. Kouassi on the left wing. And the midfield is Hodge, Palacios and Rigg. Reading have Harry Rothwell leading the line. The man who scored the injury time winner. Oh, sorry, the extra time winner in their semi-final. Frankie Bishop on the biggest stage. What can he produce? Lamar Bogard once again plays left back. It is a first choice defence, though, in the centre of the defence with Big George and Reece Oxford. Let's blooming well. He's already changed it. He's already put Kouassi at left back and put Bogard in the midfield. He loves that change. He's a madman, is Juan Mata. We are underway at Wembley. I do feel less confident with no Chido Obi. Me too. Sadie leading the line. Is he going to get us the goal that we need? I don't know. Can Frankie do the business? We've had a start with 1 shot from us, 2 from Reading. No shots on target yet. A corner apiece, first 20 minutes. Tickle's going to need to have a big game. He is. Here we go. We are in the dark blue. Reading in the white. Bishop has won the ball back high at the pitch. Lamar Bogard. It's good football from our lads. Into Palacios, now playing left wing. Finds Joe Hodge. Finds an overhit pass straight through to the goalkeeper, looking for Christian Sadie. Reading have the ball back again. As they roll it out, the goalkeeper here to Egan. Looking to play the ball forward now. Mbenke, Kamara, into space. Miles, Reading, into wing. Into Kamara again. Reading on the attack now down the right-hand side. Charlie Savage. Joe Hodge gets in ahead of him, though, and can Wigan break from here with Christian Sadie and Cesar Palacios. Sadie again in the middle. Goes for goal from range, and it's tipped. I think, clipped to the top of the bar there. Over the top, but Christian Sadie going closest yet in this game. The man who's taken the place of Chido Obi Martin, the top goal scorer for Wigan this season. That would have been a hell of a goal. What an effort. 5 to play till half time. It's a cagey affair here at Wembley. Very cagey. Chances few and far between. And at the half-time break, the score is 0-0. Probably say that Wigan have just about edged it with a shot on target, but very close. There is a half-time change here from Juan Mata. Federico Rica has replaced Cesar Palacios. Rica will play left-back. Bogard will move into midfield, and Kouassi will move out wide on the left-hand side. A more natural position for Kouassi now. The hour mark. Still 0-0. Any more changes, he will surely be thinking of them, Juan Mata, here at this stage. He wants something from his star men. Can Frankie Bishop produce something? Instead, Reading on the attack now. Ball floated in and headed in by Powdy O'Connor from the set piece. It's the first time we've seen anything from Reading in this game, and they've taken the lead at Wembley, and it could be heartbreak. It could be heartbreak for Wigan. It's a big back post header from O'Connor. And will Wigan rue the misses of Chido Obi Martin in this game, as well as maybe the left back Neto Borges? There's 15 minutes for Juan Mata to save this. Lamar Bogard has stepped onto the ball here, though, and is streaming forward. He's got Sadie in the middle. He's got Hodge. Hodge has Chris Rigg. They're looking for runners here. Hodge over the top for Sadie. Is he onside? He's put it wide anyway. Proper chance. First proper chance for Wigan. Christian Sadie has missed it. There's 13 minutes to play as Wigan look for a goal. Again, is he onside here? No, the keeper's going to go and get it anyway. How will we finish this game off here? Will Wigan be able to force something to happen? Will the storyline be written for Frankie Bishop here? Reading on the attack again. It's a missed tackle, but Joe Hodge is in there doing what he does. Why did Bishop poison him? I don't know. Tickle has the ball. Ball forward for Chris Rigg. It's going to bounce down to Rigg himself. He picks it up and he's looking for players in the box. Christian Sadie is in there. Sadie is there and he's missed it again. Duomo is now on to play that false 9 role, which was used to sort of see the game out in the semi-final. But Sadie's missed 2 big chances here. And that could be the difference between us getting promoted or not. We are heading into added time. And we've seen no highlights since Duomo came on. There's a minute to play. And Christian Sadie's misses are the difference. Wigan will not be promoted. Reading, who finished 3rd, take the final promotion spot. And Wigan maybe just on the day didn't quite have enough. Why was he bringing Duomo on? Where was Vetro? The choices of subs were weird. Was he in the squad? Look, Julian Vetro, natural striker, left on the bench. And he's bringing on Duomo as a false 9. It is genuinely a little bit baffling. Because we created nothing after that. Sadie being the main man, not even a natural striker himself. Questionable subs, questionable tactics. I don't know. I don't think he sees Vetro as good enough. I don't think he does. I think I agree with you. We are going to have to go again next year. It's not the end of the world. I feel okay about having to go again. I really feel like with some signings, we can actually go and try and win this league next year. And it's good to have a little bit of... Like we've been so far in this save, it's been up, 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 and up. To have a little bit of a plateau is a good thing. And I think we need to now, we're emotional right now. We're feeling like Mata cost us a little bit. But Mata did also deliver us to a playoff final. I don't think going to like a dice right now is the right call. I think we do stick with Juan Mata for another season. I will have a little bit of a reflection about whether there will be a Discord poll. But I don't want to do things emotionally. Maybe I'll have a look at the market. And if there is an outstanding... candidate out there, maybe there is a board member discussion, maybe there is something to decide upon. Right now though, I think we need to reflect on this a little bit. Getting gone, line 1. I think now When you start to say what attributes you gave Clayts when you were at United, why are you shouting at me, Doubter? I think we need to go and reflect on this. We need to go and have a look at things in the cold light of day. Not emotionally charged decisions. It won't get us anywhere, I don't think. But there is a decision to be made, I think. A quick straw poll. No. We've been defeated. We will, though, find out our budgets. We haven't been given our budgets yet. Let's find out what those budgets are going to... Do you know what? We'll find out what the budgets are going to be. Angry with what Matter did and he cost us promotion. Maybe he did. Did he, though? Chat, if you're not in the Discord, make sure you get yourself in the Discord. We will be discussing things in between streams this week. We will be back next week with the next part of this. We'll do a transfer window. There may be decisions to be made in between. If there are any updates, you will find them in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, get in there. The link to it is in the... Someone's going to post some links now so that you can get in there. There should be a link in the description. There will be a link in the... Do you know what? I'm going to go and find you an exact link right now because it's important. Rooney wins that. Does he, though? Does Rooney even make it this far in the season? Because I've got question marks over that. Right. Invite people. How do I do that? Create invite. Chat, if you're not in the Discord, there is a link to it in both chats shortly. Join the Discord because that is where updates happen in between streams. And that was a lot of fun. Thank you very much for hanging out. Oh, I messed up one of the links there. We'll be back maybe in between weekends. Maybe we'll be back at the weekend. That's usually what we do here. Let's be honest about things. Thanks so much for hanging out. It's been a slightly longer one because we've had fun with it. We're going to be playing in League One again next year. I think Matter will be there, but I suppose there's a conversation to be had in that. If you want to get your point across, do it in the Discord. Let's make a bit of a conversation there and have a lovely rest of your weekend. Have a lovely week next week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Everybody say love you. Bye. Bye, everyone. Love you lots. Thanks for hanging out. Legends. See you later. Bye-bye.